man.
Get a musket, asshole.
Get a
Ladies and
musket.
gentlemen,
That is the mood we're starting with today.
welcome to dinner
We
and a
chose
game.
violence.
It has been a day. Oh my goodness. So, hi guys, hi everyone. We're glad you could join us. This is how we are going to vent tonight because let me tell you.
Oh, we have a hydrate.
Ooh,
Oh,
thank
we
you.
have
They are already
Wow.
drinking water.
All of you.
Wait a minute.
Em did one of them.
Hey,
Okay.
she's getting her
Traitor.
revenge.
She's getting her revenge for
Traitor.
last night.
Yep.
Thank you, Em.
I didn't think Em was tall enough to hit the hydrate button.
Oh my god.
I see
will pay
the
for
both
that
of
on
you doing that.
Saturday.
I said, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. So, hi.
I'm gonna get
Jesus.
I'm gonna get her some frozen.
Em has
vegetables
redeemed
for her
posture check and stretch.
Yo, I just woke up.
You just oh, did you get a nap?
No,
No.
I have just been at work. We don't do anything.
I hear her laughing in Sam's background.
It's been a very slow week. I have not done
This is
anything.
delightful.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday. And Wednesday means it's time for Kingdoms of Mist, which is our 5e ongoing campaign where I do my best to make sure that Milagros' character never dates. I am basically I am her digital daddy, and she is never going on a date. Ever.
Is this foreshadowing?
That phrasing there, that phrasing there was a bit.
Also, I
Are
would
we
just
are
like
we officially
to say,
referring to Ray as digital daddy now?
Digital
Yes.
daddy.
Okay.
I would like to say that since it is now Pride Month, that is homophobic behavior.
They are not wrong. They
It is
are not
Pride Month.
incorrect.
Actually, you know what? No. See, this is what it is. No one is good enough for my girl. And so, she'll
You
never
made
date
Camille.
anyone. Huh?
You created her.
That doesn't mean she's good enough.
Wait, doesn't Stinks get to decide who's good enough for their daughter?
No, he's
They have joint custody.
I'm digital daddy. He's fantasy daddy. So it's a weird shared
Stinks
joint
like, oh, I
custody
like that.
thing.
Ooh, fantasy daddy.
Fantasy daddy.
Fantasy daddy.
Wait. Look
I'm
at the
the
screen.
daddy.
Look at the screen and say it the way you want. You want to say it, Sphinx.
Oh God.
Ooh. Hi there, I'm your fantasy daddy.
Ooh,
How'd you know?
I may have to go away now.
Oh my god.
Welcome to dinner and a game after dark.
after dark.
Pretty sure we need a different site
We're
for
gonna
that.
we're gonna take a 10-minute
Red
break
lights
so the
coming
rest of
on.
us can compose ourselves.
That other site's called Only Fantasy.
Only
Only
fantasy.
fantasy. Someone said, "Oh shit, I need a fantasy daddy T-shirt."
Yep, that was
Yeah,
Dan.
that would
It
be
was
a
Daniel.
A lot of merch we need to make.
God damn it.
I still need intelligence as a dump stat.
Intelligence is
Yeah,
definitely a dumb
intelligence is a
stat.
dumb stat. All the crazy shit from
Okay.
Where is my?
Hafsa,
I may have to do
this
something
stream
for,
is-
Yes,
Gen
and we are
Con.
also getting digital daddy t-shirts.
Yes.
Digital
This
I may have to
stream
do
is
daddy shirt
flagged
for Gen Con.
adults. So the stream is flag mature, flagged adults. Andrew, thank you so much for following. Well, that's a hell of a way to come in as a follower.
Welcome,
Coming to
Andrew.
buy it.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We came in with
Buy a
some energy
musket.
tonight.
Don't be homophobic. Digital daddy and fantasy daddy.
Fantasy
right,
daddy.
that's right.
That's it.
Good. Oh.
Wait, we can even make it a whole like team fantasy daddy, team digital daddy thing.
Yes.
Yeah, which
Battle of
team
the
are
daddies.
you?
We're having
Battle of the
And
daddies.
Battle of the daddies.
Wait, and we score points by finding ways to stop Utopia from going on dates with Camille.
Fuck.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
This-
I
no,
can't agree to
no.
that. I can't agree
That's
to that.
homophobic.
As fantasy daddy, I can't agree to that.
Yes,
Oh, that's a
Sphinx
point for
needs an
fantasy
iPhone
daddy.
Shipbuilding shirt as well. That's true.
Yeah, I need a shipbuilding shirt.
I'm pretty sure some of the freaking viewers of ADH Adventures need that shirt in particular.
The
Which
Battle
Andrew
of Daddies.
approves the Battle of Daddies.
Battle of Daddies.
Hashtag fantasy daddy.
So if we have anyone who's an artist in our chat, you can go and dump your art in our Discord.
Yes,
If you want to
please.
do your attempts at Fantasy Daddy, Digital Daddy, she's gay, get in the car.
True.
Gay, get in the
Just
car.
Get in the car.
Intelligence is a dumb set.
Intelligence is a dumb
Intelligence is a
stat.
dumb stat.
And hey, if it's really cool, we'll buy it off you and put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, and
ladies and
squishy
gentlemen, we pay
Squishy
for art.
fuckers.
Squelchy fuckers.
Squelchy
Sure
fuckers.
do.
Squelchy fuckers. We also do need squelchy
Squelchy
fuckers.
Oh
fucker.
god, not the squelchy fuckers.
Squelchy
fuckers.
fucker.
I totally forgot about
Just like
Squelchy
beholders, or am
fucker.
I being like way
It's so
off?
squishy.
So, hi
At least
everybody.
it's not
We're off to a great
moist.
start. Moist. I love that word so much.
Moist squelchies?
Moist squelchies.
No! Oh, that's awful.
So why is moist bad but moisture is not?
I've never
Moisture
had a
is
Getting
word
still
that
pretty
moisture is
bad.
always bad. Have you seen it when the moisture level is high outside and it's hot as hell?
I know, I'm a
Sucks.
big fan of rain though.
I was just
Also,
talking about the word. I don't.
moisture brings us mushrooms, and we need mushrooms.
Oh God.
So says
she's
the druid.
she's officially in character.
Callie's
Let's
here.
go.
Callie's here, boys and girls.
Yep, let's go, chaos.
Okay.
Hold on,
do
let
the
me turn
gay
on my
stuff
inner
now.
asshole. Oh wait, that thing
Listen,
never
I
turns
can
off.
count
Oh,
now.
M fired shots there.
M has fired shots, and this is the hill that M
Pointing
will
out the day
die
that
on every
Milagros
day.
was so exhausted she couldn't remember how many sides a six-sided
I know.
dice had.
No, just forgot. Just
Okay,
forgot.
okay.
Okay,
my 6 or a 9.
You know
It's
what?
a
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yes.
No, because
Hold on,
I don't
honey.
see it as a D6. I see it as the square one. I don't see it. I see them in shapes.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fair.
I
That's
see it as
super
the
fair.
fair. I don't see it as a D6. I'm like, oh.
Okay, but
many-
how many sides
Square
does the square one have?
I don't know. I know
More
now
than
that it's
one.
6, but I didn't know.
Hold on,
Oh,
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Unfair.
Ooh.
So, honey, you're saying moist, that's the only thing? Well, you know what? I'm gonna remember that. You pulled the Yoda voice once.
Oh
I
my
now know
God.
what I have for my revenge.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
You can't say moist is okay to describe brisket after last night.
No! Oh my God.
Shots fired.
Shots
Yeah.
Now I feel bad
Damn.
for watching Stranger Things last night. God damn.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh. Hey, Celtic Vern.
You
you're
son
giving
of
it
a
to
bitch.
me?
Wow.
You're just giving me a plus. I gotta
You
lend a hand.
son of a bitch.
Wow.
Wow. Joe's
Sphinx also has a
violent.
lend a hand.
Oh,
I
does
can't
he?
believe he wants us dead.
Oh god.
Hey, don't look at me. I have unlimited stream points. I could just fucking critical everything if I wanted to.
Well, that's not.
Yeah, but where would
What
the
am I
fun in that
saving for?
be?
What? No,
I
I
said,
don't
where
use
would the fun
mine.
be?
I never use
Yeah.
mine. All right, so it's time for Kingdoms of Mist, where we spend 7 hours when we're supposed to be gaming, talking to chat and being weird. Tonight is a Kingdoms of Mist campaign, which is loosely based on Treasure Planet. We are going to be playing D&D for you guys, and we are going to be playing an ongoing campaign that's going on for over a year now. We are 42, 43 episodes in.
Session 43 is
Nice.
today.
43 episodes in. And we, of course, we've had weekends off, etc., which is why it's been over a year. We are going to be delving into the city of Evertree, which is the stronghold of the Elven Kingdom here on the planet of Elatris. Our characters have just landed there after leaving. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the other town.
Trask?
Trask. After leaving Trask in the mountains.
Forgot to.
This
they're-
is why I have to go through all my notes and
Yeah.
write everything out.
They're headed to the Spindle, which is basically the capital city of the area known as the Great Northern Reach, which is a chain of mountains in the far north of the planet. So let's go ahead and say hi to our amazing, lovely, and incredible cast of characters that we're going to be running with tonight. I will start on screen. I will start in the upper left box with Milagros. Milagros, how
Hello.
are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I have 2 job interviews for tomorrow.
Excellent.
Nice.
You will
which is
keep us
pretty-
updated, of course.
Yes, which is pretty encouraging. One of them I definitely can't do because the commute would be 3 hours a day.
Hey.
Yeah,
Rough.
no way in hell I'm doing anything
Is that
like
is
that.
that is
but
that combined or is that like one way each?
combined? It's an
Okay.
hour and a half each way.
Oh, I used to do that. I used to do
Still.
that in Houston all the time.
Yes,
Hey, I
but
did-
I
I did that in Seattle in the before times.
The before times.
the biggest concern I have is that my dog would get depressed because my sister's already going to school and
Sure, yeah.
like
That's
she
fair.
needs somebody home, and also I don't want to do that and
Yeah,
like be in
no.
an office and like like have to dress like an office person like
Oh,
from
that
head to
sucks.
toe. I'll do it
That's
from like
fair.
here up for Zoom, but like I can't do that whole thing.
Let me tell you, I've been working from home 2-3 years now, and at the same job. And after the first 6 months, we all stopped turning our cameras on.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
one
like, I've
wanted
been-
to, no one wanted to see each other anymore. My group, you guys saw me. My beard grew out to something insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean my last 4 semesters of college were either online or hybrid, and like yeah, by the 3rd one we all just kind of gave up. But like I'm not gonna do that. Also, like I'm extremely transgender and very autism, and I can't manage an office life. I can't do it.
It is stressful.
But interviewing is good practice, and I'm starting to reach out to like family and stuff as well. Still apartment hunting. Oh my god. But
So
it's
sorry.
it's gonna work out. It'll
I
work
mean,
out.
It's
but
fine.
Just know it's
fine.
not uncommon. You chose one of the more difficult areas in the United States to find a place. So it's gonna be a
Yeah.
challenge, but I know you can do it.
Yeah.
I have faith in you.
It's like I'm gonna be okay, but I'm in a pretty good mood because of that.
Yay! And who are you playing in
Nice.
this pretty good mood?
I am playing Utopia Okal, formerly but kind of still Aster because all the other ones are dead. Still have not dealt with that at all. It's just gonna come out all at once one day. It's just gonna like
That's
power
the best way to do it.
like cry like a power
Is it?
washer, just like
No.
like it's gonna be bad. And she's finally, hopefully, it's Pride. It's the first day of Pride. Okay, you can't pull some shit this time. Hopefully, getting to go on her first date ever, pretty much, because she was a noble, so everything was arranged for her. This is her first like organic kind of crush, like
Organic.
romantic relationship that wasn't like her dad being like, okay, that's the one, got it, and she was like, ah, okay. So yeah.
No
Very excited
pesticides
to
were
gay
used in
panic
the
today.
making of this relationship.
Right.
Your dad was all like, "Sweetie dear, I need you to come downstairs. I have someone here I need you to marry."
No, literally. She found out through a letter on her
Yeah.
desk that he was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're engaged."
Guess
I remember that.
All right.
And I'm still waiting for that to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
But I know it's gonna circle around. I don't care that it's been 40 fucking episodes or it's been over a year. I know
coming
it's
back.
gonna show up.
Hey, don't worry.
He's gonna have a
Don't worry.
fiance that
You have
pops
someone
up.
in the
Wait,
group now
wait.
that if you say, I don't want to see this guy, we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
It's true.
But remember, your fiance lives in the Great North.
Yeah, I know. I've been keeping an eye on that for months. It's gonna be a disaster.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, thanks. I feel great.
Hello.
Who is that butterfly speed?
Rat bastard.
I'm doing all right. It's been a long day full of meetings, but I'm good. I'm glad and happy to be here and ready. Happy Pride Month, everyone. As a result of working from home, I too do not dress in office gear. I have been in my pajamas, and it is lovely. Oh no.
Are we staticky?
Oh
Curse you, sudden yet inevitable tech issues!
Is it
Static
me or is it
City.
everyone?
Are we all static?
Or just some static? Somehow this is Sam's fault. I believe
Damn
that.
it, Sam.
Yeah,
Now, hold
that's
on
fair.
a minute.
You brought the tech issues.
Where?
I don't know.
That's just what Daniel said, so it must be true.
Sam, it's because you're always cursing them. They're just vengeful.
That's true. That's true.
Oh yeah,
That's very fair.
It's the whole thing is static.
Hold on. I haven't even yet started. There's a difference between language and my curses. Believe me, this has hurt some of my curses. She knows how
Nope,
mean
it's gone
this
now.
get.
It's gone. It just
Seems to be
disappeared.
gone.
That's what they said. Oh,
Just
and now it's back.
fucking
Nope, that it's back.
God,
What the?
Headset microphone has crappy audio.
I-
Okay, folks. Let me turn this gain all the way the fuck up. This is going to be a little bit more difficult for folks to hear me, but the static should be gone. Let me know if it's not. And I'm going to do one other thing over here.
Looks like now we are good.
Yeah.
We are.
Am I a little quieter, everyone? Not
Not
the
I hear you
folks.
just
Not the
fine.
I
folks.
didn't notice anything.
Not the folks in the call. You always hear me like this. Chat.
They can hear you
I
just
think
fine.
we're good.
All right, good. There we go. That should be a little better too. Just jack the
All
mic
right.
level up. All right, folks. So, sorry about that. Apparently, my Bluetooth may be giving up the ghost.
No, ghosts are good.
I've had it for 4 years.
Ghost.
Shouldn't be an issue, but today it is. Checking on my connections real fast. All right.
I
Well,
love the
anyway,
amount of people refuting Sam's innocence in the chat is.
Sam is
Sam
not
is
innocent.
Sam has
innocent.
never been innocent.
What the fuck?
well, everyone.
Wait, Hufflepuff? No Hufflepuff is innocent either.
No, you're damn right.
No.
Damn right.
Okay.
As a Ravenclaw, yeah, I agree. No Hufflepuff. is innocent.
Ravenclaw, yep.
Thinks who is your
Hufflepuff is
Ravenclaw
stuck.
ass playing tonight?
We're playing Valestein Okal, a Kalishtar bard and sorcerer who has come to terms with the other voice living inside of him. That it turns out it's just him. It's just him. It's another. He split himself off somehow, and it's just him. So he's embraced himself. Phrasing, and it's been good, and is also panicking because he has found out that the love of his life has been on the airship with him the whole time. The whole time.
The whole time?
The whole
The
time.
whole time.
Possibly the whole time. Excellent. Thank you so much. And let's keep on snaking around the circle, the line of heads here, and go over to Rob. Hi, Rob.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Excellent. So, how is everything going with your Etsy shop?
Oh. It's going.
It's going. Still trying to
Um,
fight through that whole getting time to be creative.
Yeah. If you could see my room right now, it's fucking chaos.
I was gonna
I
say,
was
it's-
literally before stream doing the spikes on my leg armor for my next bit of cosplay.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
really liking that, but also realizing that I have to do all of this in like a 5x5 square of space with nothing else. So yeah, it's definitely difficult, but I have motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
No, I'm invested. I'm fully invested in trying to make this work. So
Proud of you.
thank
Proud
you.
of you.
Yes.
I appreciate
yes.
it. Thanks.
And who are you playing this evening?
I am playing Aeom. Also, for Aeom's pronouns, could we get them updated to the same as mine, he, she, they?
Sure, absolutely.
Not right now. I know that's a struggle, but just as a thing for.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord, in our Discord channel, so I can make sure to remember it.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm playing Aom, who is 6 levels in Monk and 4 levels in Fighter, if I remember what Sphinx said to me last time.
I think that's correct.
That sounds about right.
Perfect. And yeah, I'm super excited to wake up from my night or get out of the bath and have a conversation with Drake.
That's right. We were all taking baths.
Yes, we had bath
Bath
time
And we,
still.
and we never even had a chance to discuss, hey, should we get the freaking bathers? Just no.
Meanwhile, Lex and Callie are like,
I'm curious.
bathers?
What does that even mean?
Y'all
What
don't have
is
that by
that?
default?
like I know how to wash
I know,
myself.
yeah, I learned, man. We're cool. I may be a baby, but still.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Rob. And I will remember to change that, and I apologize I haven't changed it yet.
No worries.
So, Cassie,
Yeah.
How
I'm
are
ready
you?
this time. I'm good.
and who are you playing this evening?
I am playing Callie. Callie is a wood elf. I was gonna say half elf. Ugh. Because my elves come in 2 flavors, druid and just sadness clerics. So we have dumbass druid tonight.
Dun
We
dun
grew up in a
dun.
cave. We grow mushrooms.
New quote.
It
Intelligence
may
may
be
be a
half
dumb
stat,
stat.
but I still know how to bathe myself.
Nice.
You can actually make that a quote by, I think you type exclamation point quote and then the quote out.
Nice.
I think if it works. It did!
Yay!
Really?
Hey.
Dun dun dun. Anyway, so let's keep on moving around. Lissa, how are you?
I'm good. I've been the ADHD has been hitting hard, so I have an art project going to
Oh,
keep my
gotcha.
focus.
Gotcha. No, that's
As long as my hands are busy.
everyone knows the real world comes first. If you some kind of stim to keep you focused, you stim away. I'm not the type of GM who says put your phones away, don't look at your devices. I am not worried about that in the slightest. I know you guys are here.
Thanks. Thank you for saying it since Sam couldn't, guys.
Like saying what?
Sam really wanted to say phrasing and did not.
Uh-huh.
I'm very proud of him for not just shouting it.
He's
Twice.
learning.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I can unlearn that real quick. Watch me.
Oh no.
Please don't. This is growth. I'm very proud of you.
This growth.
I live to disappoint.
Dun dun dun.
I know.
So, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Lex, the barbarian who apparently knows how to bathe themselves.
Very
Yeah.
important.
I
Very
think we've
important.
established that now.
It is a very important thing to know.
It is, and behind the ears is always an overlooked subject. If you've mastered that, I am positive that you can take on anything.
Did anyone's grandma tell them that they would grow mushrooms behind their ears?
Potatoes.
Yes.
Oh, potatoes. Okay.
Potatoes
Yeah,
behind
I got
you.
mushrooms.
I got
Maybe that's why I
mustard.
have a thing for mushrooms.
Worms.
Worms?
Worms?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That you would spawn worms.
What
like,
the
wherever
hell?
you didn't
What the
walk,
fuck?
they just show up.
That's traumatizing.
And my
Cool
grandpa
too, though.
also told us that the ceiling fan above the dining room table was a spider, and if you didn't eat all your food, it would come down from the ceiling and eat you.
What?
I would have had to test that.
terrifying.
Would have had to
That's
test
traumatic as fuck. What the
I
hell?
feel like
but-
I'm
I would have
not
loved
eating.
that as a kid. Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, no, I had no problem with it because
Jeez.
I ate everything, and so my sister would like try to sneak her food that she didn't want to me without the spider knowing. Yeah, so she was scared of it. I was fine.
That's wow.
Yep.
The spider
no-
only
that's-
cares for the
wow.
food consumed. Not
Yes,
the person
as long as the
eating it.
food isn't still on your plate, it's fine. You can
Yeah.
spare.
I don't-
Sam, now
Mm.
that we've had another little insight into Milagros' childhood traumas, how are you doing, Sam?
I am a little bit not too tired from work. I didn't have work today, thankfully. I had the day off. It was actually very, very nice.
Excellent.
But doing quite well. It's oddly enough, like it's actually been helping my spoons keep it at like a steady level. So I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy. Just weird. You wouldn't expect that from one place, but
Yes. So, and who are you going to be playing tonight, Sam?
tonight I play Drake. Good God, this character has a long history that I'm steadily rewriting as this new iteration. Thank goodness. The other one was a war criminal. As the child of a deceased pirate and a ship worker, now going about with the group using roguish skills and psionic abilities to help out where he can and just genuinely further his own goals in his own sort of way, I guess.
I think that's the safest way to say it. So,
don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Last we left off, everyone, the ship had been attacked by a nautiloid. There was a very massive battle that ensued. Took the entire last show, and at the end of the fight, they managed to repel the boarding party from the nautiloid. The nautiloid took off into space, into the sky, and they limped into the city of Evertrees. And the ship was pulled up into port. They were told that they had basically overnight because they were going to attempt to make repairs and then take off from there. So the party kind of split up. Val was staying on the ship. Aom, Drake, Lex, and Callie had gone to find an inn to stay in in the city, and Utopia had kidnapped Camille. Utopia and Camille had run off to try and finally have an evening of normalcy, and go on a date. They've been trying to do this for probably the better part of 9 months in the real world time. So now they're finally trying to get to do it. Yes.
First date. So I have this friend that's been keeping up with the stream for the better part of a year as well, who's been asking me to just write like fanfic with Camille and Utopia. And I'm like, I literally can't. There isn't space in what's happening for anything. And so I was like, hopefully.
Coffee shop AU.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to do an AU because otherwise I'm gonna be waiting 3 more years for like a 2-hour period that I can fill in with fanfiction. So fingers and toes crossed that like maybe I can get some material. Because goddamn, it's
Who
been.
the fuck is that flexible?
It's been.
Where can I steal their toes?
You can't have my toes.
Monkey toes.
I need my toes.
Excuse me. I mean, if you guys want to have some downtime, we can make that happen.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
That seems
Yeah,
dangerous.
we have 3 new
That
party
seems dan-
members. We
that
need some
seems dangerous.
hijinks.
Let's
We
do
need
it.
some bonding. That's
And what
not
they're-
almost dying.
More normalcy in a D&D game, this will be a first.
Look. As long as we're not repeating the bathhouse incident of 88 Adventures.
Nope,
Again.
nope. These are bedrooms. I swear to God, if you break down my wall again.
Look, that was one time, and that wasn't even me. Blame
We're
the
counting.
bear.
That's fair.
Blame the
I
bear.
can only blame you because you're the only one here. Mem is not here to defend himself.
Rude.
And yes, yes, Exy, that is how the knees and the elbows and the toes are all under threat. So let's see, who should we start with? We left off the folks in the inn as they had all basically checked in, and I did. Utopia and Camille also got rooms in the inn too, or get a room, and the rest of the party is basically been paired off. Aom and Drake have one room. Callie and Lex have the other, and Utopia and Camille are in the third. I know Val was making his way to the inn when we left off.
Correct.
After having encountered a who he thought was a long lost love, who came out of nowhere and surprised him, and basically it was it was a good scene. And Val, after that point, Val was willing to come off the ship, and he started making his way towards the inn. In the inn, everyone decided to get freshened up, stayed in the inn, and so they ordered baths, which the tubs were carried up to their room. Hot water was poured in the baths, and they were offered all kinds of luxuries, from pampering massage to being actually having bathers come in and bathe them. It was all very indulgent and decadent, and they turned everything down.
To be fair,
You're taking a
one
long
group
time.
didn't had a chance to turn it down, or didn't have a chance to even hear what all the
You're
options
welcome.
were.
You're welcome.
No, we will not be needing this. Get the fuck out.
Aeom has a lot
Aeom's
of
like-
trauma braced around the bathing process of this terrifying planet.
Sorry, besties. Sorry.
So the tubs are brought in. Everyone is luxuriating in the tubs. Are you just trying to get clean really quickly, or are you are people taking advantage of the fact that they've been offered a long soak in a hot tub?
This is definitely a novelty for Callie, so she's just like sitting there like splashing around and
Making a mess.
probably like doing the little like hand squirt gun thing.
Yo,
Water
no, they're
across at
squirting.
Lex as much as she can.
They're squirting water at each other right now.
I feel sorry for the people in the rooms below you.
Phrasing.
What? The rooms. There's an entire floor.
He was talking about the squirting.
Oh, oh God.
What? Just
Wow.
a couple of gals being pals. What are you
Yeah,
talking
oh,
about?
I got
no
Right.
problems with it. No issue.
They're just new best friends.
Yeah, just gals
But they
being
were
pals.
roommates.
And they were roommates.
The
And
history
they
of
were
lovers.
roommates.
They
We
were
got roommates. There was only one bed.
There is only one
cannot
bed.
fucking wait
There
to
is only one
explain that.
bed.
There's
You
no,
were
there's
you
only
you
one
were
bed.
offered to have one big tub instead of two standard sized tubs. So
That's true. That is true.
That's true.
We turned that
But
down.
they
for
did
sure.
already agree to cuddle in the bed.
Yes.
Yes,
Also true.
yes.
So there is waterworks and antics happening in one room. In the other room,
That's the word you use.
It's an angst off.
it's an
Why?
angst off. In the other room, it's an angst off.
Literally.
Literally.
God, I wish I had emo hair so I could flip it.
I love it. I love it
Nope,
so
my hair's
much.
not long enough to quite.
Yes,
reach all the way around.
please, Liz.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 for 10. So, what are you guys doing in the other room? Are you, like I said, the main thing I'm looking at is, are you taking this opportunity to just like relax and actually try and compress, or are you just all business, gonna get clean, gonna get dressed, gotta get going type thing?
Drake has nowhere to be at the moment, so he just literally just relaxed and was like, it has been too long since I've had one of these. At least there's no one around fighting with weapons this time around.
I could get a weapon if that makes you feel better.
No, thank you.
You sure?
Positive.
Aeon
Not
lays
very
back.
often I actually get a chance to unwind and relax, so I like to enjoy it. Enjoy the nicer things in life while you can. God knows when we're going to see it again.
Aeon sits up bolt upright. I thought you liked the stress. It's
Oh.
really weird. You surround yourself with it.
Oh, trust me, I do. It keeps me on my edge, keeps me on my toes. But if you're constantly at stress 100% of the time, eventually you snap, and then bad things happen. You don't take time to unwind whenever you get the opportunity to. Well, you turn into someone who can only work in stressful environments and knows no idea of how to operate outside of them.
Aom throws a sponge at Drake.
Yes.
Was that a bit too pointed?
Well, it's just not how I see you in my head. But that's not bad. It's
Stop destroying my illusion.
it's good to challenge your perceptions of people. That's sort of what my order was built around.
Fair enough.
All right, since you guys are taking your time and relaxing, Utopia.
Yeah.
You and Camille are going to go out. You guys didn't call for Baz, did you?
Not yet. We have to go and get better clothes.
That's
then,
right. That's
then
right.
bathe
That's
and
right.
change and then go out.
You're gonna
again.
go shopping first, and then you're gonna come back and get dressed.
Yeah.
So you guys head out of the inn, going back out through the raucous common room where there's still several minstrels playing. There's once again singing, cavorting. It is just the typical inn on an evening where there's nothing to worry about, and the world is not coming to an end right this very second. So,
Sus.
Extremely sus.
so you
Super sus.
guys head out into the street, looking. Actually, what are you gonna do as you come down to the main inn? What are you gonna do? What's your intent?
We were gonna ask Finsky where nearby we could go shopping for some nicer clothes.
So you come walking up to him, and
Mhm.
he says, "All right. Let me think about it. Let me think about it a second. So, what are you looking for exactly? You have some kind of high society thing to go to, or you're looking just for something to wear around town? Or I don't know what to send you."
Well, something to wear around town I think would be appropriate.
Camille nods enthusiastically. And he says, "Oh, all right. Well, then I'll send you to the Southerners Outfitters. He's a good guy. I know him. And they'll set you up with some good traveling gear, traveling clothes, something sturdy that's not gonna wear out quick, something that stands up to the wash out in the field. I know that can be a lot of trauma out there. So yeah, I'll send you over there." And he says, "If you need anything, though, if he gives you any trouble, just let me know. I'll have a talk with him. But if you tell him that I sent you, then everything should go very, very, very smooth for you."
Oh, thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure. I live to serve my customers, and you is definitely one of my customers. 3 rooms. That's no small thing. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
Enjoy your evening, and remember, keep your coin purses inside your pants. It may be
Yes.
a nice elven city, but there's still people who take advantage.
One of my friends upstairs was telling me about that. He's very good at taking stuff.
Which one was that again?
Oh
So the fellow that always has kind of like the hood, his kind of face is always sort of concealed. I just thought he was cold all the time. I think he's from the coast. I'm not sure if it's colder there or warmer where he's from.
Okay, no problem. I mean, I had already clocked him, but that's so obvious. I figure it was just a character. I didn't realize it was a thing. I mean, what gonna do? Just I steal shit and put a sign over your head?
I mean, he's good at other things. He can climb walls too.
And
So
I bet you can stab people in the back too.
he
When they're
usually
not
goes for
looking.
the head. He usually goes for the head.
When
but,
they're not looking. Like, look over there. It's like, hey,
Thank
I'm
you
not
anyways, sir.
I'm not gonna, keep your own company. You're an adult. You paid for the rooms. He's in the room. I know where he is, and I'll make sure that the staff keep an eye on him. If anything
But
turns
I'm
up
sure.
missing, you might get a knock in the middle of the night. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, that seems reasonable. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you. Not that many people would turn on their friends like that.
Oh well, I. All right.
Camille's kind of
we're
just
gonna
looking
go.
at you, and she's just shaking her head.
We're not really that close. It's only
Camille,
been like a
Camille
week.
just takes you by the elbow and says, "Oh, thank you, Finsky. We're gonna go." And she's just all pulling you
Yeah,
away.
Sophia's going with her.
Camille's like got her arm through your elbow as you get in the street, and she looks up at you and she says, "So, not a lot of experience out and about, huh?"
Oh, never alone. Always with, well, it wasn't always guards, but at least my father, his seneschal. Sometimes we would stay, or he would keep me in a
Seneschal.
carriage, but always with some kind of group.
I take it when you dress or a new outfit that there would be a tailor that would come to the house and present you with items.
Mhm.
All right, this is going to be a new experience for you. We're going to talk to people today.
Oh well, that's not terrible. I don't dislike it. It's just I feel like I don't say the right things a lot.
I mean, you don't have a lot of experience, and you know these are just everyday people. It's going to be okay though. I mean,
Okay.
number one, and you don't have a thing to worry about. People are going to, and even if you stumble over a phrase here and there or use, it's not going to be held against. Mainly because you're in armor, you have a giant weapon. But that's not really what we're looking for here, so let's not fall back to that in any type of way.
No.
Smashing people, all good when time, but you know, let's just
Smashing people.
yes. Oh, you have a hammer, and you know, I would also point out it's purplish from the last fight.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of
Oh, that's
cleaning
gonna
to
be
get.
my job, isn't it?
It doesn't. You don't have to do it by yourself. We can take turns.
Take turns polishing the hammer.
I tried not to use the word polish, Sam, for a reason. That's why I said cleaning. Okay.
But it's all purple.
Ah, what a date day. Polishing the hammer.
Polishing the purple hammer.
Polishing the purple.
That
Oh
makes
my
it
god.
That's
All
quite the
right.
first date.
All
Darn.
right. All right.
This first date had progressed very quickly. So
I knew I was in the attic. Dang, it's hot.
sometimes it's a two-person job.
I mean,
Oh my
that's fair.
Oh, okay.
Lagros is currently regretting everything.
If you
No,
want
I'm
it done right,
thriving.
the
I
more
love it
people, the
here.
better.
I just love it that Milagros' date is technically a group activity. So
Right.
all right.
We
so
stayed behind.
Look, just
Yes.
remember,
For
if you have
now,
any
but we're all gonna
questions,
go
you
out
still
together.
have that mental link
Uh,
between who was it? Callie, Lex, Drake.
how,
and
how
Val.
long does that go?
Yeah.
How what's the range on that?
Range is 1 mile.
Okay, they'll still be.
Jeez.
And we gotta hydrate again.
I'm almost out of water. If I
I
drink
don't
any
have
more of
water.
This, I'll be working on my.
Any water.
Time fatigue.
Is that
Also
vodka?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Period.
We'll be losing
Yay.
Rob soon.
Yeah.
Everyone. Oh wait, we have a rule. Alcohol actually dehydrates you, so you cannot drink alcohol as a substitute for a hydrate.
Fuck.
Ah.
So you are now in
If I
debt
put
one
juice
sip.
in it, does that count?
No.
You gotta chase it.
You gotta chase it.
Fine.
So, yeah, with a water back. What the fuck? All right, so we have you're I'm gonna just say you're walking across the platform. Number one, the dock itself was a construct. It was built. So it comes off of this large platform and it's got supports and everything like that, and it was obviously engineered. But the area you're walking in now, it is very much a natural surface. It seems to be like there's a dust over it. And every now and then you'll encounter things like pine cone, stuff like that. But the surface itself, it's not perfectly level, but it's got like gentle rolls to it. So as you're walking along, you're kind of and you can see that the buildings are constructed over top of it, and they're constructed with on wooden frames and foundations. You don't think that any of these buildings have basements at all, and because of that, some of these buildings are actually like three. There is a large number of shops, which obviously have the owners who live above the shops. Space is limited up here, so these buildings are pressed very tight together. Oftentimes it goes like 3 buildings and then a small alley that goes over into the next block, and then 3 buildings and a small alley goes over the next block. And Camille, of course, being Camille, is always peering down the dark alleys, just waiting to get kidnapped again. And as you kind of like go to pull her away from the, looking down the dark alley and looking into the face of danger, you can see that there is between the 2 blocks there is another alley that runs behind all the buildings. So this is pretty much a grid style layout of each city block. As you get further down further away from the dock, notice that on either side of the street, the buildings start to become less elaborate, and they start going down into more items for like more buildings that look more like warehouses, storage buildings. You get a lot more offices for like shipping companies, and less actual businesses that are like catered to walk by traffic or anything like that. And as you're going by this, you see a sign saying Southeast Outfitters, and so it's probably about 10-minute walk to get here. So it was a good ways down, but it is on the same street. So you walk up, and you hit the door. As the door is open, there's a little jingle of a bell above the door, and you see that inside the room there are all kinds of items that look like they're based around travel. They're like incredibly ornately carved walking sticks. There is canes. There are backpacks. There are really really nice looking bedrolls. There is there is other instruments like wine skins and water skins. And there is also a large amount of clothing hanging on hooks along one wall. It is basically all laid out, but none of it is. It doesn't look like any of it really comes off the wall. They're all like kind of pinned to the wall on a hanger, and that you can move them aside and look at the ones behind them, but you can't really take anything down off the wall. And so after a few moments, as soon as the bell rings, you hear from the back, "I will be out in a moment." Kind of standing there for a moment. A person walks out, tall, graying hair, long, hanging straight down. Kind of a hawkish nose. The eyes are very much silver hazel eyes, very bright. But there's lots of like weather. The skin is very weathered, and there's lots of wrinkles. The person obviously spent a lot of time outdoors. They're very, very thin. Their features are very sharp, really cut cheekbones, kind of sunken in cheeks. They look like they're, kind of underfed, but their movements are quick and sure. Even though they obviously look old, they're human. And they come walking out. They're wearing a long dress gown, and they come walking out, and you can see their hands. They have long dexterous fingers, but the fingers you can see the hands and fingers are covered in scars, like little nicks and cuts and everything like that. And they come out and they said, "And how can I help you all today?"
Hi. We're going to be spending, well, at least the evening here. We're going to be going around the town and need some new clothes, both of us.
I should say so. Ones you have are absolutely.
Yes, it's very unfortunate.
Had an incident, I do believe.
A dozen incidents? I've
An
started losing track.
adventurer's life, then. Ah, you have come to the right place. Here we provide for the adventurer and the adventurous at heart, but mainly for the adventurer. The adventurous at heart just better have a. As for adventurers, we understand clothing is not just a statement; it is a necessity. It provides you with shelter from the elements. It provides you with a means to maintain decorum. Situations are otherwise forcing you into decisions. So try and tailor things, make them as wearable as they are functional. So, what can I help you with? And he kind of starts walking around the two of you, up and down, and he looks at Camille and he says, "All right, wiry. Strike me though as the type who's not wanting to be in sticky, as it were." And she kind of looks at him and says, what? He's like, "The mess." And he kind of gestures over at Utopia. "The sticky. It dries and it's. Never mind. You don't like to be in a fight." Camille's like, "I mean, I'll fight, but not exactly what." Right? And he's like, "Oh, no, no, no. That's all right. That's fine. I understand." He says, "So, we're going to go for. We're going to add more gear to allowing you to stay unobserved. I have some patterns I'd like you to and some outfits I'd like you to give me for approval." He says, "And then if we come with together with an ensemble that you, I think that we can come something that is able to help you in your endeavors remain as uninvolved with the violence as possible until you so choose to change that." Kind of circles around Utopia and he says, "Now you strike me as someone who of both a second set of clothes for when you're not as well armored as you are currently, and a set of very light clothing and maybe a set of padded armor to wear underneath what you're wearing now. Uh, don't the breastplate you wear? It doesn't seem to correctly suit."
No, it's all of this is it's been passed down through my family. It wasn't
Heirloom.
adjusted or made for me. No.
No, no, no. I understand completely. It's not a horrible fit. Do not even think that I would slight family's uh, legacy of your family, but it's obviously that was not made directly. He says, "So what we can do, uh, taking some light cotton padded garments, but underneath the armor, especially in the shoulder, around the waist, areas where I know that you're feeling it bind right now, and we can stop that and provide you with an extra layer of protection, um, mostly against hard strikes and bludgeoning." He says, "But if you are injured, one of the best things about it is we will be using white cotton. I don't know if you know cotton. It's something we just got on Alatras a few years ago. A very hardy plant, very fibrous. It is often pulled out and made into the long that are then utilized for sewing. It's a very, very unique fabric. We've just begun the process of learning how to refine it. But yeah, I've gotten it down to a bit of a science now, and we are making clothing out of it because the clothing breathes. Be able not have that heavy, coarse layer of material like the burlap that I see so many of you wear underneath, and it will actually be comfortable rather than just another tag on an already uncomfortable situation of having to close yourself off in a steep."
That would be very much appreciated. Thank
Now,
you.
That's one. That's the easy one. The other
Mhm.
side of this, however, is something for you to wear when you're not suited up.
Mhm.
And he says, "What is your preference?"
Well, gowns aren't the most practical, so I haven't worn any in a while. Probably something with pants, since that's also more practical.
Like
Um,
the flow of a skirt, though,
I do.
or the,
I
or the flow
do.
of a dress, I should.
I do. I miss it. But
So if I were to provide you with a garment that has some of that flow, especially from the hips down, but also provided you the convenience of pants in the fact that your legs wouldn't be bound, would have movement individually, and the range of motion would be limited by being tied up in the skirt, and the main portion of the flow behind you.
oh, that sounds lovely.
I think I have just. It says, and for the blouse, I'm thinking something match. Oh, I'm sorry, Utopia Milagros. Did I ever ask what Utopia's family colors were?
Yeah, I think it was blue and silver.
How deep a shade of blue?
Very like a deep kind of like a little bit darker than like a royal blue, like almost like a sapphire blue.
Sapphire, midnight blue. The other
Mhm.
midnight blue might be too dark, but anyway. So he says, I think he says that if oh, I'm sorry, I totally forgot to ask. How much time do I have?
Well, we are probably leaving in the morning. I understand that this is very last minute. We don't have much downtime, if any, but I would sacrifice convenience for it instead of a perfect fit that would take more time. Um,
All right. A perfect fit is my job. Let me worry about that.
okay.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to provide you right now with
Mhm.
garments that you may walk out with today
Okay.
and wear about town. They will be part of the purchase. You'll take them with you. The only limitations behind that is we have to go with items that I've already been making that were not picked up or that the orders were canceled. I'm going to modify them for you, which means colors and everything like that will already be locked in, and I can't do anything about it. But as I do that, I will begin and I will be crafting other clothing and will then have that to be delivered in the morning, depending on what time you're. Have any idea?
Um, this is gonna look weird, but does anyone know when we're leaving? This is in the mental link.
What is it? Dawn?
I know they said sometime in the morning, but I don't remember if they gave us a specific.
Yeah, Drake was very relaxed. Was like, yeah, I don't think they gave us an exact time.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No,
a specific
Val's
time
still on the
as
ship,
well.
right? Val?
Oh.
I'm not on the ship actually. I'm on my way to the hotel.
Oh.
Shoot.
Oh,
Things have developed, and I need to get
What
cleaned up.
happened?
things.
Thanks.
What does that
Things?
mean?
Did the
Uh,
ship get
I'm
attacked?
Hold on.
excited.
Hold
No,
on.
no, no, no.
What?
Everything's fine.
Are we
Everything's
talking?
fine. Everything's
Are
fine.
we talking like things or things? Things.
Like good things?
What?
A
Aom's
good thing.
staring at
as-
Drake. What the hell are they saying?
Hold on.
What is
Oh my god, he's not in the group
Forgot
chat.
Aom was left out.
Aom's not in the group.
He's
Hold
not
on.
in the group chat.
Are we talking like item things?
Okay, so the love of my
Probably,
life that I
like
haven't seen in
incident
like 7
things or
years.
people things.
The love of my
What?
life that I haven't seen in like 7 years has suddenly reappeared, and she's been on the ship the whole time. And we're gonna talk, but I need to get cleaned up first.
Do you need new clothes? I'm at a place where you can get clothes.
Yes,
Why
I
did
need
you
clothes.
make the ship if she's on the
Um,
ship?
So,
Well, she's
and
the ship engineer and has to do work things. So I'm gonna get
Chief
cleaned up and get clothes
engineer.
while she does work things. Chief engineer, yes.
What things?
Okay, so I'm
like,
I'm
take
aware
care
that
of the
just
ship
looked
and the
weird
engines
as
and
fuck,
things.
but I'm
Aeom,
going
as soon as I know
to.
the full details, I will tell you. I'm still gathering it right now. This is getting juicy.
I'm gonna tell the tailor that I someone else will be coming in maybe half an hour. He's also part of our group. He's also an adventurer and will need clothes as well.
Well, I will be happy to treat him as I have treated you, with the utmost respect, of course.
Thank
So,
you.
Well, let's get started on what you have here. Did you find out how much time I have?
No.
At the all of that staring off into space for nothing. At the I
Not
think,
dawn is the only definite answer.
I know at the latest I think it would be mid morning. I mean, unless we get attacked again, that happens a lot. But
Oh, that probably won't happen here.
hopefully,
Guys,
Surprised.
but I guess
Surprise, Sheldon!
the earliest would be dawn. Everybody always wants to leave at dawn so early.
we
Like-
ride at dawn. I ain't had my coffee yet. Shut up.
We will assume dawn then. That should be more than enough time. I have a veritable staff of seamsters, and so we will be able to make this in a rapid fashion. There will be an upcharge, of course.
Oh,
but-
that's no problem.
Well, that's wonderful news. So, let us begin. First off, let's take care of your walking clothes so I can get you. He says, he goes in the back and he says, first for you, young miss. Turns to Camille. He says, and he pulls out a set of clothes. It looks like there's a pair of what looks to be doeskin breeches, which are basically pretty much leather pants made of deerskin. They're worn. They're not worn. They are made incredibly soft, and the leather is designed to actually stretch a bit. So it gives a lot of range of motion. They lace up the side, so you can get them as tight as you need them to be. And there is a set of brown boots with it, and he says, unfortunately, you may have to put some padding inside the toes of the boots. Might be a little big. And then with that, there is a white shirt with 2 drawstrings on the collar. And the shirt is basically got these long billowy sleeves that come out. It is got a kind of a square neck on the front where the 2 strings come out, so that it can actually pull up. And you can see that the shirt itself is very, very, or should I say, not very opaque. It's very thin material. And he says, and over that, and he pulls out this vest that has these incredible inlays, like filigree inlays all over the front of it, and the back of the vest is leather, and the 2 pieces are sewn together about the mid rib range, and then you wear this over it, that up. He says, and he says, if you will find that there are plenty of opportunities to store blades along the back. And he says, and he pulls out, last thing he lays down is a forest green overcloak, which is an overcloak is a very long cloak. It goes on Camille it goes to the ground, and it's kind of heavy looking, and it's got a hood that comes up, and she's sitting there and she says, he says, so if you would go try these on, I may have to make a few slight adjustments. And as I said, grab some of the expert cloth cuttings that you see in the back. He says, and just stuff them into the. Takes them all, and she says, "Okay." She goes walking off, and she goes into the back, and she's just back here. And they say, yes, yes, dear. And there's no one back there right now. Says, you'll be fine. And so she's in the back, and you hear her like changing clothes. And in the meantime, he looks at you and he says, and for you, I think we take something a little relaxed. With all you said you've seen, all you said you've had to go through, I think you like something casual, relaxed, and it's going to give you the have a day where you don't feel like you have to hammer.
That would be nice. It's been a while since I
Excellent.
had one of those.
Wonderful. And he turns around, he comes around, and he has this really deep blue dress. It's a square-neck front dress. The top portion, waist up, is kind of a rippled effect, with the material kind of layered over itself. From the waist down, it is a nice long flowing skirt. Probably goes only a few inches below your knee. It is very much made to be a very casual fitting outfit that it cinches up in the back. You can cinch it up tighter if you need it, but it's got plenty of freedom of movement, and it just is not armor, not leggings, not anything. And he pulls out a pair of sandals, open toe sandals, and he says, I have these and I know them. I am a very good at eyes. Says, all this, you can this all actually have some time to and just
Thank you. Thank you very much.
you are very welcome. He says, in the meantime, I have your measurements. And he never brought out a tape measure, and he never touched you. And he says, I have your measurements. And at this time, Camille comes walking out. The pants, although they laced up on the sides don't actually close. So it's just like slightly open line down the side of each pants, with the laces kind of like just going crisscrossing over the that area, and they go all the way up to her hip like that. And she's wearing that vest, which is, you can tell now that it's on and kind of like she's cinched it up, and it's like tighter on there. That the vest itself, the fabric has got some kind of shimmer to the material. So as she turns and moves, you can see it shifts from like brown to green and green to brown as the light catches it in different ways. And she's kind of looking down at it, and she's like, this is like the nicest thing I've ever worn. And he's like, and the boots? Like, yeah, they're a little big, but just like I stuffed the toes full, like you said, and I don't feel uncomfortable. And he's like, I know I have a cobbler friend. He's like, if you get any more time in the city, we can have them resized. He says he can bring the toe in, and we'll be able to just same boot. So if you have more time, let me know. That taken care of. They're amazingly well-made boots. He made them as well, so it is not something I'd want you to pass up on if you had the opportunity. And if not, make use of boots yourself. Like, but it's no sense making him go to the extra work if he can just adjust. Camille kind of like nods at him. She's like, yes, it'll be fine. She kind of looks at you in shock, and he says, and for you, is the dress all right?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Like to
it's
go try it
adorable.
on.
Yes.
Go right ahead. You walk into the back. There is a very large, low table that's covered in a whole bunch of different spools of different colored fabric. Along the wall, you see that there's stations for seamsters and seamstresses to be in that have like tons of spools of thread up on the wall, needles stabbed into these like little cushioned bench rails that go along the back of the bench of the table of the workbench. There's scissors, there's sharp blades, there's everything back here, and it looks like there's been people at work back here recently. Either there's trim pieces of fabric, there's projects that have been left kind of like draped over stations in different states of completion. And so, but there's no one back here right now. So get out of your gear. Normally Camille helps you out of the breastplate, the armor. So she actually goes back there with you to help unlace the armor and to get it off. You wearing your normal underclothes as you wear, which
Yeah.
of course are horrifically torn up and stained because you get into lots of fights with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she just helps you get the armor off, and then once the armor off, she actually takes the armor with her back out into the main room. And she's so as you get the take off the rest of the clothes and get into the dress. As you drop the dress down over your head and you feel it like slide on and everything like that, you just feel air on your and you just like it's and nice not to be all bound up. Didn't really understand how much wearing the armor itself is, because you know what it's for now, especially now that you've worn it so much. And you can feel yourself relaxing and your sense of alert down quite a bit. Not on the edge as you were when you were wearing the armor. Hence, the one thing you notice more than anything else is you don't feel a need to have the hammer in your. So you grab up your clothes, you slip on the sandals, and you come out. And right as you're walking out, Val, you're walking
Yes.
up to the shop.
All right.
Yeah, the sign above the door. I'm assuming they gave you the name of the shop.
Yeah.
So the sign of the above the door greets you. Yeah, Malagos, you type so fast.
Yeah.
The sign above the door says Southern Outfitters, and so you know you're in the right place. And as you walk in, you see Camille in this outfit that I've described. She's tying the cape around her shoulders, and you see Utopia walking out with the dress. And Utopia doesn't look like you've seen her in a ball gown. But
Yeah.
even then, there was something to the fact that she seemed to be taking on a role. Right now, she actually looks relaxed.
Oh, I just walk in, and my first words as I see them both. Oh, wow.
Camille runs up to you and says, I have places for daggers. Can I have some daggers?
I don't know why you need daggers, but
She kind of like pulls the coat and she
sure.
spins around, and you see the back of the leather portion, the back of the vest. It has sheaths all up and down it, and each one of the sheaths, right where the handles of the daggers would be, there are quick lock straps that would hold the daggers in place.
Did I just hear somebody
That's
needs daggers?
really cool.
Ooh. And she
I-
does.
I-
She needs weapons. She does.
And the
she keeps
sheaths,
getting
sheaths are
in-
actually like made in. They're sewn into the leather of the vest.
Let's talk to Drake about daggers. I'm pretty sure he would know what type of daggers specifically would go best with all of this. You
Can
both
he teach
look.
me how to do the mind dagger things?
I don't know. Maybe that would be
I would
be
just
super
take
cool.
daggers. All right.
Daggers are also good. You both look amazing. I'll look at Utopia. You look amazing.
I do a little twirl.
It has the
gotta
right
just
amount
kinda-
of swish to do the spin.
I just kind of stand there with my
Yes.
arms folded, just kind of like very like proud dad. It's like, oh, you look gorgeous, sweetheart. Absolutely.
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Oh, you're not carrying that weight, and that's all I want for you. Is to not have to carry that.
Well,
Camille walks over to you, Sphinx, and you're getting clothes, right? You're gonna get some clothes here.
Yes, yeah.
Are you gonna go back to the inn afterward?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some clothes, and I'm gonna go to the inn and get cleaned up, and
Well, here.
yeah.
This is the key to our room.
Oh, cool. Thank you
You
so
call
much.
down to you can talk to Finsky at the desk, and you can call up
Finsky.
for a bath or when you change and get ready, and you can use our
Oh,
room.
lovely.
We'll knock before we come in, but we'll have to. You
Thank
have
you.
the key. If you leave before that, I guess just give the key to Finsky or one of the other folks at the inn, because we are going to go get some dinner and
Yes.
probably walk around and explore the city. And
Good.
she looks over
Yes.
at the proprietor and she says, I didn't even get your name. And he kind of looks around. He's like, don't worry. Most people, and they need help quick. So sometimes introductions are forgotten. Not the situation. I am very glad to serve. My name is Malcolm.
Thank
He's
you,
in the middle.
Malcolm.
Malcolm
Pleasure
the
to meet
Ready.
you, Malcolm.
Ooh.
So, I will begin preparations. Garments that I'm crafting for you will be ready by dawn.
Oh,
Now, I have a rough total. It says for both pieces, fair now, shall count, as they are not directly made benefactors of other people responsible. And you're helping me out by taking hands that I have to try to sell, and as you can see, I'm not really a retail shop, I am a crafter. So, I'll give them a steep discount to you. So basically, each outfit, I'm only going for your dress and sandals, 5 silver. For yours, miss, with everything, and I am going to throw in, if you can make it back, the cost for the cobbler. Your outfit is at 1 gold, 5 silver. But, press rush order, and for the custom crafted garment, because it is going to be 10 gold.
I'm going to be paying for them as well as my own.
Well, then I will just add their total.
Fantastic. You girls go have a fantastic time.
Camille walks up to Malcolm, and she goes up and she says, "Thank you so much." Holds out her hand, he takes it, and she says, "And thank you so much for amazing experience." And he steps away and he holds up a gold coin and he goes, "Oh, miss." And he takes her hand and he puts the coin back in. He says, "Don't have to worry. I know my worth. Charge it. The fact that no one balked at my prices, I assume that money." It's an amazing, amazing, and but at the same time, I am an amazing craftsman, and I know my worth. Charge it. Tips are never required.
Wow. I'm looking more and more forward to seeing what you have in store for me.
Oh, we have just met, sir. Come in. Let us
Yes.
assess this.
Oh boy, yeah.
Before we jump into that, let's switch back to the hotel. So, Aom, you and Drake. Well, Drake is lounging in the tub. What are you doing?
Aom's been splashing Drake with water, waiting for him to tell him about the conversation in their brain.
Like, all right, do you want the short version or the long version?
Long version, I've got lots of time.
All right, perfect. So Val's on his way here. Apparently, he needs to get cleaned up. Then he suddenly said he was going to get rerouted as he's going to the same clothing shop that Milagros is currently at. Utopia is currently at, with Camille. Something about his long thought dead lover being the ship's chief engineer and meeting with her later, I believe.
Eom just stares at Drake.
What?
I'm going to remember this. Just this.
What, me lounging in a tub in front of the window?
Don't flatter yourself.
Goodness. Thank goodness.
That's really hard for him.
Define what? Exactly.
Just... It's fine, but wow. I'm really happy for Val.
Peace in mind, and that sort of thing usually doesn't happen. Usually nowadays, when someone is believed to be dead, they usually are dead.
Yeah. Starting to get that. But Val needs this.
And look, he's always making sure everyone else is happy. It's about time he got some happiness of his own.
Yeah, but he'd never say it.
For some odd reason, I feel like somebody may have been talking shit about me earlier, but I can't pinpoint who.
I'm gonna mentally set before I forget. Drake, you might get a knock on your door.
What do you mean I might get a knock at my door?
For being a person who steals stuff.
What? Oh, great.
There's a knock on your door.
Mental. You've got to be kidding me. How exactly did you find out this information?
Aom's like wrapping a towel around themselves and is already going up to answer the door.
Well,
You go up to answer the door. You open the door, and there is a servant sitting outside the door. They have a tray that is loaded down with fruit. On one side, it's got different fruits cut into, cut up and fruits and everything like that set out on a plate. In the middle, there is a row of different types of cheeses, and on the right-hand side, there's cold cuts all rolled up. And in front of the tray, there's a long loaf of hard peasant bread that's on the front, and it's already been cut into very thin slices. And there's a knife on the board, and the servant kind of like looks at you and he says, "Compliments of management."
I was about to say we didn't order this.
No,
thank
you did not. Where should
So-
I put it, sir?
No, I'll take that. It's fine.
Oh, very well.
Utopia?
I hold out the tray.
I appreciate it. And
Where?
Aom takes the tray with both hands and like kicks the door closed behind
As you
him.
go to click the door closed, a foot comes in the door, stops it from closing, and the servant sticks, kind of like lets the door swing open. And now they're holding 2 pitchers of wine. Also, compliments
Hi.
of management.
You can just put them on the floor there by the door. It's fine.
Very
Is this
well.
Wow,
bribery
you're
so Drake
popular
doesn't
today.
steal?
No, literally.
Bribing.
That was my thought too.
Maybe if we get him wasted, he'll be too wasted to steal anything.
He'll be too drunk to steal
Feed
anything.
him-
Or he'll be
feed him-
clumsy
wait,
about it. So
Feed
we
him
can
lots
catch
of
him.
rich food, and then give him lots of strong wine, and they'll be out for the night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tuck him in like a
Aom,
baby.
Utopia?
Aom goes to close the door. Is that everything?
It's like, who was saying these things about me?
Oh, well, I was talking to Finsky downstairs, and he said that the city was dangerous and that we should be careful of people trying to take things from us. And I said that my friend upstairs is very good at taking things. And he said, which one? And I said, the one who's always wearing the hood, hiding his face because he's cold. I don't know if it's warm or cold in the town that you're from, but I always assumed that you were some kind of cold. And he said that you looked like the kind of person who would steal things. And I said that you're also good at climbing walls. But then we had to go. And he said that he might knock on your door to check on you because he knows where you are.
And Drake just has like his stitch in the brow of his nose, like yeah, just has like almost like he just had an aneurysm on his face.
Mission accomplished. We did it.
In the other room, Lex just looks over at Cassie and goes, "Are they always like this?"
Did
Yeah,
Drake
I
just
don't
do the anime nosebleed?
But
Just
in a
more of
bad
like
way,
just
in
like
the
I think I
angry
just
way.
got a
No, he's got the
The god.
It's the
fucking
pinching the
damn
it's
it.
pinching the bridge of the nose and then just sliding the rest of the way into the tub. To like
just wanna
fake
look-
drown himself.
For starters, I am not some common petty thief. I have a bit more class than that, I would hope.
Oh, I
Aom's like
also
looking
told you
off
that
as
you-
if like thinking like, no, he doesn't.
I also told him that you the knife thing in the head. He said that you would stab people in the back, but that's wrong. You usually go for the head.
Yes, I usually go for that. Everyone always assume I'm some backstabbing thief. What the
Well, that's why I corrected him because you're not.
Only thief I've ever known was a backstabber.
Is that in the group chat? Please.
That is in the group chat. Lex doesn't mean to, but that is in the group chat.
I feel like
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I mean,
I have a request.
Callie, you've seen
Utopia.
him stab a lot of people back.
I mean, he does it sometimes, but usually he's pretty upfront about it. It's like a tap on the shoulder, and then they turn around.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, he's honest about it. I can get behind that.
Exactly.
No,
But
I
he's-
wouldn't get behind. Well, yeah, no, you should be behind. Yep. Okay, never mind.
Val piped into the chat. What in the hell?
Apparently, someone has been spreading the rumors that I'm a backstabbing thief.
That's
You do
not
stab
what
people
I
in the back.
said. I said that you're good at taking things.
That's
It's-
what a
that's
thief is.
True.
But you gave them back to me.
You
Yes, because I'm trying to teach you a lesson.
wait, shit!
Right.
You
About
Sorry,
how to
story of
stab
my
people?
stuff.
I don't need to stab people. I have a
Who
hammer.
are
I'm-
you
I'm-
teaching?
I'm going to mentally mute this call now. Enjoy.
I wouldn't
Is
do
that
that. The moment
something
you
you
do
can
that, you'll
do?
never get
Do
back
not
in unless I
disturb.
recast it. I would not do that.
I'm gonna mute this fucking
I'm
camera.
gonna mute this call. I'm hanging up now.
I'm hanging up on all of
Literally.
it.
Fine, I won't.
Do
I
not
won't hang up.
disturb.
I will just ignore you all.
Uh,
Got enough voices.
It's like you just need to kind of slump back. I think I know why the food and wine is here.
Why is
Is
that?
that food?
Somebody
Wait, they have food?
told
Nobody.
the manager.
Lex is like, you
I was
have
talking
food?
about how good I am at
That's not
taking
fine.
things,
You were
climbing up
offered food
walls,
and
and
wine, you said
stabbing people in
no.
backs.
Actually,
are
we
good at that,
did
though.
say that they wanted drinks.
Yeah, you have
Yeah, they
drinks,
did want
remember?
drinks.
Yeah, Lex was like,
Like,
no to bathers, but
stabbing
yes to
people in the
drinks.
head.
Yeah, that's true.
At a distance, mind you. With
Yeah,
blades
maybe-
that don't exist and don't leave a mark.
Maybe stabbing in the
What they
back
called
isn't
me is
good,
an
but
insult.
you know, stabbing when they can't see you.
Well,
is
that's where
still
the
true.
climbing on walls comes in.
No, all I'm saying is you can't exactly stab someone if there's no stab wound afterwards.
Either way, do you want charcuterie? Because apparently you're a wonderful thief who has earned us this sort of charcuterie.
Char... What?
Charcuterie. It's cut
It's
meats
supposed
and
to be
cheeses
pronounced charcuterie.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, damn.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yes,
I mean-
but
I
The
don't know.
noble in
Yeah.
him was coming out.
I'm
They
not
do
even
have-
going to-
Val pipes in. She's not wrong. That is the actual pronunciation.
Let me guess. Utopia's, criticizing
Correcting-
my pronunciation.
Yeah.
No,
that-
no,
Wait,
no.
wait,
It's
wait.
not a critique.
Is Camille in the group chat?
Unfortunately,
No.
No. So she also
No,
has no
I
idea what
think
the
I
fuck
can
is
That's
only
going
link
just
I can
Aeon
only link a
Camille.
number of people to myself and each other via my
Mind link.
proficiency modifier. So I'm
Ah.
only currently able to get 4. Unfortunately.
Hence, Aom not in the call.
Unfortunately. Well, also, I tried to split it up that way because Callie is known for shiny, kind of going off that way. Okay, we can immediately get back with them.
Oh, I'm
Lex is
loving this.
newer, considering she's supposed to be watching all over us. Having a link to the different groups is helpful.
Is that 4 aside from yourself or counting yourself?
4 aside from myself,
So it's 5 total. So you could have
Yep.
had Aom in the link.
not without excluding
Mm-mm.
myself, and then it
That
wouldn't
would
work.
have been 6.
Yeah.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah, there's 6 of us, unfortunately.
Oh,
As soon as
God.
we hit proficiency bonus level, as soon as our proficiency goes up to 5, I can include everyone. Thankfully.
When does that happen? 15?
Oh yeah,
think
when
it's
is our
up
next
there.
proficiency bump?
It's up there.
I almost don't want
remember.
this to happen because I like just inferring what's happening in your brain.
Trying to guess.
Just guessing from how frustrated and exhausted Drake looks, like who's being dumb this time?
Who's
being
tormenting
dumb
him
this
now?
time?
Who's
When
the dumb?
it's like the
Who's
big
the dumb?
brother, like, oh, you sweet innocent child, probably Callie. What is the it's probably Utopia. If it is just the blank stare of just goddamn, more than likely, probably Val. Maybe Lex. You never know.
Aeon places the board of meats, cheeses, and everything in front of Drake and goes over and grabs the pitchers of wine.
Good God, they must really be sucking up to me right now.
Oh no, it's only
Well, I can't
13.
complain.
Oh, so we're
Oh, for proficiency.
close.
Yeah.
Nice.
Level, but at this level, you know, at 3 levels is a lot of XP.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, we're doing milestones, but you know,
Still.
Still.
So it's like, huh,
all right.
I must really be scared I'm gonna do something bad, huh?
Yes, and they want to get you very drunk. We have 2 pitchers of wine, one for you, one for me.
Sounds good to me. I wasn't planning anything this evening. I don't exactly have any shopping to do, nor do I really have any coin to spend at the moment.
Aeom's already drank about half the pitcher.
Jesus.
Yes.
I
We
really
stand.
did want to. No. Nothing.
So, in that case, considering they're scared of me stealing, and I'm not planning on really leaving this room unless I have to, I'm just gonna sit back, relax. Because God knows the moment I walk out that door and back on that ship, something else is gonna try to kill me.
Like another tentacle monster.
Hopefully not.
Maybe it would be the Navy. Would that be better for you?
Oh, I wish they'd make my day.
And Aeom lays back into the bath.
I really can't wait for the day that I can just once more just have the opportunity to just tear an entire chain of command apart.
With nice
Just
words
for
and
what they
compliments,
did.
right?
No. Sabotage, blackmail, putting the right word in the right people's ears so they're all gunning for each other and tearing each other apart. On the outskirts of in the central, like more like central places, like it seems very, very well organized. But out on the outskirts, anything but. They're predatory. Sharks in the water.
And
They will tear each other apart if given the opportunity to get more power.
well, you say they're predatory. Do they recruit the poor, disenfranchised?
Worse, they bring in their own people to prey upon the poor. Treat the people that have always lived there as outcasts as they bring more people in from their place to replace them. Entire town, docks, everything replaced by their people. Now you've got all these people who've lived there and worked there all their lives who are out of the job. Then they punish them for resorting to whatever they have to keep up with the costs.
I can't wait to continue this conversation when I'm more sober.
Go ahead and make me a con save real quick.
Oh
Aeon.
dear.
Yes.
Oh
Let's
dear.
go. Let's go.
Fuck it, Drake is starting to take a drink. Well, though granted, slower. So evil
Granted,
doing as
slower.
well.
Oh shit! Hey.
Well,
Oh,
some percent of white chip
damn.
wasted.
Ouch!
Ooh. Well,
You're sitting there and you just finished saying that line out loud, Drake, and you just hear snoring which suddenly turns to bubble noises.
Oh no, grab him before he drowns.
Yeah, don't let him
The only thing
drown.
sticking out of the water is his horns.
Grab him before he drowns.
You
We
You
don't
better
know.
get my
Nobody
fucking
knows.
bestie. You better get my bestie. This can't be
All
the way
right,
they
get
go.
out of the freaking
Dean, you
tub.
thought it was Callie who'd end up accidentally killing up.
It's like, goddamn.
You hoist him out
It's
of the tub.
It's like, Utopia, you're gonna love this.
What? What happened?
Guess who got drunk in the tub and who I am now saving from drowning in it?
Did they send bathers again?
I didn't even get a chance to find out what bathers were before Aom kicked the door shut on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
what was
well,
this place's obsession with the bathers?
well,
They
they're,
were
I
like
don't know, but I
trying
would
to
love
push
to
them on
find
me.
out.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
they're
pretty
pretty
sure I know how to
standard.
bathe.
yeah, well, they're
I
pretty
know how to clean
standard.
myself.
Well, it's not about knowing. It's a service. You know, it's supposed to. You know, every
It's a
they're
it's a
supposed to
luxury
take care of
thing.
you. It's
So-
again,
Keep talking and describing the service while I'm pulling Aom's head from out from under the water, okay?
are they
You
okay?
pull Aom's
I
head
don't
above.
know.
How deep is
You
the
pull-
tub?
You pull Aom's head
do
above
we
water,
need
and
help?
he like coughs, a couple of times, and like spits out some water, and then he kind of like his eyes kind of half open, and he looks at you, and he smiles and throws up.
Maybe.
Honey.
You need help. And that's coming from me.
You let them drink while in warm water. How much did they drink?
Apparently, they drank
Drinking
like
in
half
water
a
is not a
pitcher.
good idea.
Oh yeah, they need water, cold water, and bread, and sleep.
Well, we've got 2 of those things.
Okay, what are you doing with a soaking wet Aom?
Well, first getting changed myself.
You just drop Aom back into the tub?
I'm more like just kind of like brace his arms like up and over the edge of the tub so that his own body keeps him anchored.
His head's like hanging
Fine.
down. His hands are pressed up behind him. Oh my god.
Oh
Like,
no!
I've dealt with
Drake.
drunks before, but this is a new level of what the fuck.
Drake.
Normally when I'm dealing with drunks, you know what? I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
Drake, I said your eyes were pretty.
No.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I don't know. You're just a pretty good friend.
You may live to regret that someday, but okay.
I'm dying before you.
Bitch.
Hey, Utopia.
What?
Apparently, Aom says that they are going to die before I do. Just thought you should know.
I'm
Oh, I
already
would ne-
winning.
I would never let that happen.
Whoa.
I would totally kill you before I kill him.
Okay. I need.
Should
I
I
need
go?
for my
Should we go
daughter.
back?
No.
Should we go
no.
back?
Go
Do
and
we need
enjoy
to
your
check on
date.
you
Camille's
guys?
like,
Yeah, do we
Go
need to
enjoy your
come
date.
What
across
do you mean
the
go
hall?
back?
You
you
may
haven't
need
even got
to
any-
because
you
I'm
got
trying to
any-
figure out what to do with him right now. Because, well, let's just say normally when somebody like this is this drunk, usually they're that drunk for a reason. And usually I'm trying to do something like, I don't know, steal their uniform so I can sneak in somewhere, or waiting for them to drop their guard so I can slip something on them that will get them in trouble later.
Are you trying to get me to drop my guard, Drake?
No.
Yes.
You sure?
Do it.
Last time I did that,
He
I
doesn't
was
have a
sabotaging a crystal depot.
Hmm.
Trust me.
Is that innuendo? Is that
No,
like-
I was literally blowing up a building.
Oh.
Yes, it would be somewhat appreciated. I have no idea what to do here.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll go and help them.
Yeah, we're coming. We're
Oh,
coming. We'll
okay.
be there in a second.
Thank you. Thank
Guys,
Yeah.
Utopia, enjoy your date with Camille. Everyone, stop
Yes.
bothering my kid while she's on her date. Let her
Yes.
have her date.
Why am I
Yes.
didn't kill anything.
Enjoy your time.
She's been taking
Val, that goes double for you as well, considering what information just came to light.
Right. Yes. Yeah. As soon as I can not be nervous, I will do my best.
Well, I know one thing that helps with that, but you might laugh.
If you say alcohol, I'm going to laugh, considering the situation at current.
Find a tall roof with something you can survive the landing from and jump. The adrenaline usually helps.
I'm not going to do that, but I appreciate the assist there, the suggestion. You rogues are weird.
Callie threw me from 50 feet up as a bird.
And she's never doing it again.
I dropped you. I didn't throw you.
Aeon
I
can't
tried to
hear you,
catch
so-
you.
I know.
Like
I
she
know.
said she did. She said she tried to catch you. She dropped you. She didn't throw you.
Well,
Aom's
As
thoughts.
we're drying off and getting dressed again.
Aom's thoughts come through kind of with like this weird static effect.
We got our wires crossed.
They're not in the call. How the heck?
We crossed the streams.
We crossed all the
No.
streams.
We crossed all the streams.
There's one stream now.
In celebration of Aom finally relaxing, let's go ahead and do something real quick. Let's start the contest for the new
Yes.
drawing that we're going to be doing. Now, remember, tonight we're going to be giving away we're going to be choosing the winner, I should say, for the 3D printed tower that we're giving away as part of the raffle
That's
From
right. That's today.
for this month of May. But we're going to be doing something a little bit different for the next giveaway. Let me find it real quick.
Admiral's still trying exclamation mark Orcus.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
He is wonderful.
One day.
I don't know. You don't live with them.
Someday, buddy.
Oh,
Someday.
come on.
One day.
Let us have our illusions of our second husband.
One day more.
He didn't like finding out he was the second husband.
Oh no.
That
We've
sounds
got-
about right.
How many people are in the polycule now? We gotta
Yeah.
There's,
keep
there's
track.
there's so many of us now.
There's so many. We're gonna end up like the Seattle polycule. That's just the entire greater Seattle area at this point.
Yep.
It is. It is. So for this coming month, we're gonna be giving away this mini. This mini is from a Arch Villains Games set called Bloodright Red Rain, and this is a set that's based around vampires. And this is a undead knight on a pretty much an undead dragon.
That is
It is
dope.
Right.
fucking
Nice.
gorgeous. It is going to be a bitch to print because those wings look just fiddly. But that's what we're going to be giving away at the end of June. And tonight we're going to start doing the tickets for that. This thing is on a 75 millimeter base, which means the
I
base
see.
all the way
Damn.
across is 75 millimeters, which is about it's about as big as my head. And so it's going to be a huge, huge mini. It's gorgeous. This mini is so gorgeous. It's gorgeous unpainted. I mean, this thing is a sculpture. It's a work of art, and that's gonna be on the drawing contest for this next. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and start the drawings for this month. Give me one. And that is going. Got something. That started. And so you're going to see the instructions in chat in just a second. All you have to do in chat is type the keyword !vampire, and you will be getting raffle tickets. Every single show we're going to do this, and the more shows you watch, the more tickets you can get. And if you're a subscriber, you get 2 tickets instead of 1 ticket. So go ahead and type !vampire in chat, and you will start your accumulating tickets. And that will be for the June giveaway. And when we come back from our break, which we're going to take in a little bit, we will be doing the giveaway for the May giveaway, which is the tower. And so
Nice.
all that's coming up. But I wanted to get that started right now. And let's go ahead and see if Aeom drowns.
All right.
Oh no.
So Val, Drake. I saw Sphinx turning around. I was like, is he leaving? So my brain got stuck on Val. Drake, are you gonna try and like dry Aeom off or anything?
To be completely honest, this is a new situation. Drake doesn't entirely know what to do here. That's why he's hoping some of the other two might know. It's like, what exactly do here? Because his first reaction is, I mean, I can't just drag him on the bed.
Both sleeping in the same bed and he's soaked.
It's like, he's sleeping in the bed. I'm sleeping on the chair over there.
So
Slept
Lex,
on a soaked bed.
Callie, about
Kinda
this
sucks.
time you guys have gotten dried off enough. Your hair's all well. Actually, I don't know if you got your hair wet or not. You ladies can decide that for yourselves. But you guys are dressed enough to run across the hall. Do you bother to knock, or you just go right in?
Well, if he's drowning, I'm not knocking. I'm just
Yeah,
busting
we're,
in the door.
as far as we're aware, Aeom's
Drake.
drowning right now.
Well, is the door open or the door pretty much slammed open?
Pretty much slammed
Oh,
open. Drake never ever said you got dressed in any.
I did actually.
Oh, you did?
It's the first thing he
He
said.
said he
when
was
got
getting
out.
dressed.
Oh,
Getting
okay.
dressed.
Oh,
at least he's got from the freaking waist down. He's clothed.
Gotcha.
Just hearing the door slam, just literally, just psychic blade in hand, just looks like, oh, thank goodness, blade vanishes.
Yeah, I imagine Lex just kind of like takes a fist and the door open.
Ooh,
Like,
you're much
"Yeah!"
stronger than I am.
It's the spy and Callie.
The spy and Callie.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Callie.
Drake said you were drowning. Are you not drowning? Are you
Well, he
okay?
was. I got him his
I
head
was.
above water.
You're
He
not,
was
are you,
drowning.
how do you drown in a bathtub, though? I'm really confused.
I mean, I can show you, but I don't think he'd be very happy with it.
Aeom's like holding the pitcher of wine, just like
Oh, fine.
Hey, ours never came.
We did.
Yeah, let's just say
Oh.
someone fed the front desk some information that I was a thieving backstabber, and I think they're trying to kiss my ass so I don't do any of the above.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was there for that.
We
I
heard
was there for that conversation.
Yeah, I heard that remark, by the way. You've seen me in
Okay.
action one time.
Sweetie, are you? Are we good? Like drowning in a bathtub? That seems a little extreme. Why are we drowning in bathtubs?
Well, I drank a lot.
No.
Okay.
There
Is
is.
that connected?
You guys do see that there is a eat sheet board, and charcuterie board, sorry, and there is a pitcher of wine still on the table beside it, and there is a half-empty pitcher of wine, actually probably more than half empty because I'm sure you took some more drinks off of it settling in the tub, and there's a mostly empty pitcher of wine, kind of like it got dropped on the floor, fell over.
Oh no.
But very little wine spilled
What's
out of
the
it because there
wine?
wasn't much left.
Drake's just gonna pour himself another glass, grab some
That's
food,
a
and
lot
like,
of wine.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
No, it's yeah. That's very impressive. Should I ask why we're drinking so much wine? Usually that's not a good thing. Unless we're celebrating something. Are we celebrating something?
Aeom sort of like looks at Callie, looks down, and looks back up at Callie.
Are you trying to ask me a question about my mental state?
Yes. Is this happy drinking or sad drinking? I just want to be on board.
Both.
Do you
I
want to?
don't think you're going to get a normal answer out of them. Remember, they are heavily inebriated, which means there's no such thing as a logical answer anymore.
I know. This isn't uncommon. Do you want to talk about it? I can't promise I will understand everything, but I'm really good at listening.
She is.
Can you just sit with me?
Yeah. Can I hold your hand?
Yeah.
Grab it. You grab their hand and sit next to the tub with them.
You're really nice, Kelly.
Thanks. My dad said I was like the sunshine, but I didn't really know what he meant until recently.
I'd agree.
Okay, so subject change. Do you know about Val's not lost love? Is this this is a big deal, I feel like.
It's a pretty big deal. Val is guarded like a chest with 1,000 locks.
Oh.
But you can still sometimes see through the cracks.
I'm getting used to these idioms. It's still a little hard to track.
They're normally very, very closed off. Don't let many people see what's really going on inside.
No, I get that. I'm just. So we don't really know a lot about this. This is kind of all new news.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always suspected, though. Nobody's as broody as Val without having something.
I mean,
Sorry?
that's true.
You have something too, Drake. I just haven't found it.
Yeah, I keep believing that.
I will.
I mean, everybody's got a soft middle. You might have a crusty outside, but your inside's all squishy.
God, I
Rude.
hope not.
Everybody's squishy on the inside.
Yeah.
Warm and squishy.
That's
Not
Which is
wrong.
why you avoid the sharp end of a weapon.
upsetting, but
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant like everybody just wants to love and be loved.
We're gonna be like
Y'all
squirrels
can
with a
try.
nut. Just I'm gonna crack that motherfucker.
Phrasing.
Welcome back, folks. Sorry about that. OBS crashed, went and didn't like us anymore. But we're back. We apologize. And I'm giving it back to these wonderful people.
I completely forgot where we left off.
yeah.
Aeon just
hold
said
on.
to
What was the
Callie.
last thing Val heard?
No taker.
And that we have
no audio.
Aeon just said to Callie while leaning against
Wait, we have
her.
no audio?
Oh, hang on a second. No, you have audio.
Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you
Check
hear
1 2. Check 1 2.
Hello.
Video's back, but no audio.
Hello.
I know you can hear me.
Check.
But no streamy hears.
I heard you.
I might accidentally eat this whole box.
God, shit, fuck, cooking,
Boom,
damn
boom,
it.
boom,
What is
boom.
happening now?
Fuck.
God damn it, just when it was getting good, too.
I know. Shit.
Apparently, I said
Okay.
they're there. That's
Nothing.
Alright, let me go ahead.
No, that's if I say that, that's a phrasing waiting to happen.
Half the things you say are a phrasing waiting to happen.
Yeah, I feel like
Alright,
you do
fine,
it on
alright,
purpose.
fine, I'll
He
say
does
it.
You
sometimes.
do. That wouldn't be a bad. Do we want to break while we fix it? I mean, I
Oh.
guess we're off,
Oh,
so.
the stream
Yeah.
just. Okay.
Quick.
I just got an ad
Alright.
for Dr. Pepper, and I'm drinking Dr.
Can
Pepper.
you hear us?
My
robot-
ad
no.
is for Uber Eats.
Oh. Wait,
Let
I
me see what my ad is.
Oh, F5.
Oh,
Refresh.
and they got wine.
can hear things.
I do not yet have an ad.
Not yet have an ad. I have not yet begun to debase myself.
Do not yet have
It's
an ad.
working.
All right, we got it. All right, so now we're gonna take a break. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
All those hydrates are getting to me.
I know. We were almost there. So let's go ahead and get back into it. Utopia, would you recap what was happening at this? Got lost this
What's our cue?
So,
Line.
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 yes,
Line.
of course, line. Yes, I was a theater kid too.
Utopia writes all the
Um,
scripts, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
true.
Callie said that everyone is squishy on the inside. Everyone wants to love and be loved. And Drake, like an idiot, goes, I don't know about that because he's too cool to be a human being with
Hey,
feelings
I'm
because
not
that's
even fully
lame.
human. I'm not even fully human. Nah.
I'm
Not
not
at all.
human.
Did you just say I'm not even fully human?
I'm not even human.
So-
Not
I'm
even a
not
little
fully human. I'm not
So-
human.
So Callie, like the bad bitch girl boss she is, said, shut up. If you didn't want that, you wouldn't be around because she's correct. And then Aom leaned against her and said, you're a lot smarter than people say. And then that's where everything
That's where the
crashed.
crashed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have our cue.
Yeah, so back to roasting Drake for being a broody bastard.
And action.
I mean, it's better to call
Action.
him a thieving fuck. Oh,
Wait,
wait.
I need something at like click and action. There.
Action.
I don't think anyone's ever really told me I wasn't smart.
At least no one who lived very long.
It's good.
Do people say that about me behind my back?
Again, they don't live
Because they
very
can
long
say
if
it to
they
my
do.
face. I'm not very smart.
Oh no, the ones who have, they've never been that brave. And I made sure they stayed that way.
Aom like puts their hand over Callie's face.
You're not allowed to say it either.
Just
You
like
said
on
you
her
weren't
face.
smart.
Yeah, just like literally just
Like,
hand.
A wet
Wrung
hand
hand
just
over
goes
face.
splat.
Wow. Ow.
You just said you weren't that smart. You're not allowed to say that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Good.
Hey,
That's better.
Aom
I don't
stares
think I
over at Drake.
Your eyes aren't as pretty as you think.
okay, why is everyone talking about my eyes?
I'm the only one talking about your eyes.
Okay, why?
Well, it was the point of
I'm only
discussion.
light up when I have murderous intent, or when I'm using my abilities.
Sure. Murderous intent.
but they're always kind of glowy.
See?
That's because I keep my mental link up between everyone. Like right now.
He's making excuses.
Aom's whispering in Callie's ear.
Whispering.
Yeah, whisper.
It's a
stage
whispering.
whispering.
It's a stage whispering.
Just
I guess that makes sense. You do usually have it up, like all the time. Do you like turn it off ever?
I mean, eventually it'll like wear off, but that's usually it lasts for a good 8 hours.
Oh, so you do it like every day. Do
It's
I not notice
useful.
when you do it? Are you in my head all the time?
No, you have to actively think about using it to do it. It's very hard to just unnaturally do it on accident. Unless you're an idiot. Like people from my hometown, for instance.
So if I think really hard, I can just pop up in anybody's brain now.
I can't do it no
Not
matter how
that
hard I think.
works.
I'm confused. It's
So think of it this way. You know how a spider makes a web?
yeah, they're really pretty.
So imagine
Sometimes they're in tunnels. Sometimes they're flat.
imagine me
They're
making a
balls.
web and putting other people on said web temporarily.
Are you gonna
He's
eat
gonna
us?
eat them later.
As
Like a
long as you're
spider.
on the web and you don't choose to leave the web, you can talk to anyone on the web.
Okay,
The
but yeah,
moment
usually when
I
you're stuck
take
on a
you
web,
off
you're
the
just
web-
kind of stuck there and you can't really can't
Okay,
And
really
he
stop.
eats
this
you.
is a metaphorical web. It is one you can leave if you choose.
I can just turn it off.
Well, yes, you can choose to do that. The only problem is when
No,
you
I
do,
don't
it's not so much you just silence the voices, it's more you cut yourself out of it. And then in order to get back in, I literally have to do my thing all over again.
I mean, webs are usually pretty strong and they wrap around things. It's really hard to cut through them.
Okay, perhaps Rob was the wrong choice of words.
You told this to a druid.
Literally.
All right,
What have you
better
done?
idea. Better idea. Imagine me handing people, say, right now I can do up to 4 people, a red string.
Does it have to be red? I'm not a really big fan of red.
Okay, just a string in general.
Okay.
Each of those strings is connected to the other points.
Yours is green.
I like green. Green works.
Yeah.
So long as you hold the string,
Drake's is blue.
you can talk to
Val
other
is
people
purple.
who also have the hold the string.
This
Okay.
is red.
You drop the string,
I guess, yeah,
And
red
lose
would
the
really
string.
fit.
Utopia's is white.
I like that. What color's yours?
I don't have one. Drake didn't give me a string.
Oh.
I don't have enough strings. I'm
Rude.
trying to spread it out enough that everyone has a way to
Wait,
communicate.
if you could pick a
Trying
string,
to
what
have
color would
enough
you want?
marbles.
Mine would be orange or brown.
Ooh, yeah. I think orange is a good color.
Yeah, I think it's more burgundy with what's on the floor.
So
What?
Lex, this entire time you've just been standing there watching
Lex
this.
is just kind of like leaning against the door, just kind of watching this.
This is what
I
happens
honestly
when you put
pictured
one
Lex,
brain
like,
cell in a room.
Sneaking
One
off
brain
with the
cell in a room.
charcuterie board.
It's trying to figure out where to be.
Intelligence is the dumb stat, ladies and
Like,
gentlemen.
like they're all just talking. Lex is like, no one's gonna notice. I'm taking the whole charcuterie board.
Yeah, hold on a
I'm
minute.
just taking my
Hold
picture.
Hold on a
of the
minute.
picture of
No,
wine.
no.
They're not even gonna notice.
No. That's keeping me from stealing other
Oh,
things,
thank you so much
apparently.
for the sub, Admiral.
That's
We were
apparently the
braver than I
one
thought.
thing keeping me from causing trouble in here.
And Drake said I need bread.
This is true.
Ooh, what
Don't
kind
suck
of
up the alcohol
bread?
in your stomach.
Bread's very good.
Bread is
Could
very
use some help moving him, though, because as much as I am skilled, I'm not necessarily strong.
All right, how strong am I?
Oh, can't relate.
I don't think you're strong, Callie.
I am not strong. I am not strong.
No.
Never mind. Never mind.
And Lex, are you a Dex build barbarian?
No, I do have a higher strength.
Okay, gotcha. So Lex is probably the strongest person in the room currently.
You're gonna let the spy kidnap me.
No, I'm going to let a spy
What?
pick you up
You're gonna
into
let
a
her take
bed.
Wait. Where? There's a spy. I didn't even know we had a
If
spy.
anyone's going to trust a
Lex
spy,
is
it's
a
me.
spy.
Lexus? Wait, Lex, are you a spy and you didn't tell me? We had that whole water fight and you didn't tell me?
I was asked to keep an eye on you guys.
Like a
Honestly, mostly,
spy.
I just want to keep you guys out of trouble. I'm not going to report back on any shit that goes down. I'm just trying to keep anybody from getting arrested. Because I am not good with not getting arrested.
Well, why do you think I'm staying in the hotel?
I mean, that does sound kind of spy-ishy, maybe.
Okay.
But also, like, I don't. Wait, who was trying to spy on us? Because usually when you're spying, you're trying to find out something like secret. Are we keeping secrets?
Mostly, I'm actually kind of here to gotta keep you guys happy. Basically, my boss thinks you're gonna be useful, like to the world as a whole.
Oh, God.
Keeping us happy. You have a
Okay.
Drake. You have a Drake.
I
drink
think I
'cause
might
I'm
need more
upset.
context for that.
And then we have Callie, who is, well, I'm not entirely sure happy.
Cheerful.
I try to
Innocent.
be.
That works too.
Aom just calls the necromancer innocent.
It's accurate somehow. It's accurate.
Hey, you gotta make friends somehow when there's only like 30 people in a cave. Sometimes you get sick of people and you gotta make new friends.
All right.
You got to bring
The only time
Grandpa
you can
back
make
to
new
tell
friends
some stories.
when, like,
Let's
a
cut back
fox falls and it
to
dies.
let's cut back to Val at the actual shop. So, Utopia and Camille have headed out for the evening. The shopkeeper kind of turns on you, Malcolm, and he says, or they say, and I see by the facts instrument that you are a man of skills
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
and a man of letters, I assume.
Yes, I did study, and I do have my degrees. Yes.
In that case, would you something or along the lines of past accomplishment or your current act?
Looking for something more for current actions, I suppose. Long story short, long lost love suddenly reappears. We're gonna meet. I'm hoping to impress. And I am a nervous wreck.
And he kind of like begins walking around you. As says, when are you meeting lost love?
Probably within the next hour or two.
Thank you for the sub, Fenro. That is going to be something that I cannot deliver. Exacting colors.
Sure.
Your general frame, though, allows me to pick and choose a number of items that I do have in the back.
I would be grateful.
What your opinion of a single color ensemble?
I like single colors. Single colors are good. Yeah.
A prominent mint city came to me, had him a complete outfit based around Spring Festival of Love.
Oh.
It is crimson, to say the least.
Okay. It doesn't have puffy arms, does it? It doesn't
No,
have the puffy.
Um,
Okay, good.
It is actually made of different layers of cloth bound together by red straps.
Okay.
It is unique, interesting, and unfortunately, said minstrel caught red-handed having an affair with one of our local blacksmiths, paramour, and blacksmith, unfortunately, was vicious beforehand and caught them while he still had his hammer.
Never piss off a blacksmith. Also,
I
bards like that give the rest of us a bad name.
oh,
makes me angry.
I have been around far too long to think that everyone can be lumped in. Just a type. The
Well,
bard
I
was
appreciate
the
it.
bard was a lech.
Sounds like one. Ugh.
The blacksmith was overprotective and bearing, and the woman probably stuck in a hole.
Right.
Any man willing
Reasons, always
slay
reasons.
any man willing to try and slay another man with a hammer over a slight of on their honor, a betrayal of their loves, is not a man.
No.
A man
Man
of
child pretending to be such.
and a man of learning would know of this fact that have that understanding.
Indeed, yeah. I always detested that kind of behavior.
Yes, it's still disturbing behavior to sit, but
Yes.
I think that I can make proper adjustments to that in if you would mind trying it on.
I would not mind trying it on at all. Thank you. I
Follow me.
appreciate you. Yes, of course.
Same basic thing. I don't know if you heard when I was describing the back of the shop.
Mhm.
There's tons of workstations. As you're walking back, notice that some of the garments on the workstations are moving, like they've just been dropped on the station.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. It's been a little bit. Detect magic.
Oh, detect magic?
Yeah.
Yes. Transfiguration. Transfiguration. I'm too used to mage. I'm trying to say forces. Hang on, looks like it. There is effects for the following. There we are. Come on. Oh, great. Sorry, one sec. But anyway, abjuration. No, not abjuration. Conjuration. I am totally drawing a blank on my schools of magic all of a sudden.
Clothing kinesis.
Clothing kinesis. It's the magic of clothing.
It does require material components.
Hey yo!
Hey.
Nice. I will give you bonus points for that.
Yay! Bonus
So
points.
yeah, abjuration, conjuration, enchantment, evocation, and transmutation, all in effect in this room.
Ooh.
Oh, no
Your
necromancy.
workshop is very impressive. You seem to utilize several forms of magic.
I would love to take credit, but in all honesty, this is all well beyond me.
Oh. Oh, do you have someone helping you?
Yes, I have several people who help me design this. There is much to be learned, especially when it comes to elves that live here are very skilled in the arts, and they are more than willing to aid someone for the right price. And they have been using their magics for quite some time to augment basic functions. They were able to take my skills, thread, scissors, and measuring, and they were able to incorporate tables.
Oh, that's amazing. That's fantastic.
Each table may be assigned a project, and that project will be as if I had done it.
That's quite a feat of magic. Yes, that is very impressive.
There was only a small price to pay.
Oh, that sounds ominous, and that worries me just a little bit.
There's always a cost.
Sure. Yeah.
And usually with magic, it's in.
Oh, yes, I'm well aware of that. Parents were wizards, so it's well acquainted with cost and effect.
Very well. says, and here's the garment, and he reaches into
Ah,
closet and he pulls out this covered suit, this covering. He basically unclips the top of it and he kind of pulls it off, and it is a performer's outfit, but it is very much over the top. It is a deep red. It is got a cross chest piece, a lapel piece that comes across and is held in place at the shoulder by a large silver buckle. The buckle is actually in the shape of a rose. So when you run the strap underneath it and buckle it in place, there's a rose on your shoulder. There is the leather straps are all worked, so they do not just plain old leather straps. They all have filigree in this leather strapping, and the leather itself is red, but almost matches the red. It's a little bit darker than the red of the actual top. There's several straps that hold the top in place. The shoulders have straps that go down from the shoulder down to the elbow. Just decorative, really. They don't really seem to have serve a purpose. There is on the front lapel, the red of the chest piece is actually almost a full shade lighter than the red of the rest. So if you were to fold this back and reveal undershirt or anything like that and cover this up, then you would see that the underside of that flap is the same color as the rest of the blouse. So whenever you close it over, you have that contrasting shape in the front. It is very well made. It is, but it is very, very dynamic, and it comes with a set of black boots.
ah, uh, that is very that is
It
a
is
lot.
It was designed as presentation.
Right, right. It is beautiful work, absolutely beautiful work. Um, I tend to dress a little more subtly, uh, and less like a bird. Um, is there any way that we can like I love your basic idea here. Can we tone it down just a little bit?
How would you say so?
Um, uh, uh, maybe not so many straps along the arms. Uh, the 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 just, I think like I don't need. I like the rose. The rose is nice. The rose is a nice touch. That I enjoy. Uh, there seem to be so many flowing, flapping pieces. I'm afraid that I may trip over myself. And just it's less like it's less of a me trying to re-woo her so much as it is a talking and kind of a seeing as where we are with each other and ourselves after all this time. Um, I feel like I'm going on stage to perform for a king in this, and it's
I tell you what,
yes.
I'll get rid of the straps. That's not an issue. I
Okay.
think that you're also off put by the color, though.
I mean, I love red. It's a lot of red.
It is. It is. What would you say if it a somber green, like
Might fit more with the environment, and it would offset her. It would be more subdued, and I think it would offset her skin quite nicely.
he walks up to one of the workstations, and he puts his hand out and holds his hand out, reaches his hand out, and as he reaches his hand out, a drawer opens on its own. And he reaches into the drawer and he pulls out a wand, and he goes. He left you holding the outfit, And he goes over to the outfit and the wand, and you see on the bottom of the wand, he is turning a knob, and you hear clicking. Stops, and he says, I think this. And he reaches out, and you hear a click as he presses a stud on the wand, and the wand touches the clothing, and the entire outfit turns a forest green. And by the way, we have a hydrate.
Wow.
Says, I do. That is wonderful. Thank you very much for the cheer, Fenra. And there is also a lend a hand. When you do lend a hand, it gives someone a +1 to their roll. However, you have to tell us who you want to give that to. I already have one, and Val already has one.
I already have one as well, thanks to the wife.
The wife gave Drake one.
Not sure why she would do that, but you know.
So he says, and as you look at it, you notice that the straps are also missing.
Oh, that happened rather quickly. Wow.
Well, yes. Because there's much to be said for
Enchantments are always nice, yeah.
for taking this off my hands. I would ask for more. I wished only to lost.
Of course, yeah, not a problem.
It may change here. I think you will find that it.
I will trust you. I'm actually going to head back to the inn that we're at and get it dressed. It would be a shame to sully such fine work and not be clean when I wear it for the first time. I think that would be a good idea. But I will like to pay you for this and for what my daughter and her date also have purchased.
So in grand total, that was 1 gold and 5 silver.
22 gold and 5 silver. As I reach into the coin purse and pull out that exact amount.
You hand it over, and he takes it, and you see that he put it in his hand, and he like kind of just closes his hand, and then it's a lot of coins. So he kind of holds it in his hand, and he walks over to a little wooden box, and he kind of like flips the box open, and drops the coins in. You hear them clatter, and it sounds like the box is empty, and he closes the box back up, and he walks back over to you. Let your daughter and items will by dawn. And that I can have them sent to the ship. I realize that I'm probably in the wrong direction. Just let me know what ship they're departing on.
I tell them the name of the ship. I have forgotten the name of the ship.
The Lady Harpy.
We're on the Lady Harpy.
Very well.
Yes, having it there would be
under who?
Would be great. Under Okal.
I will have the items sent directly to.
Thank you so much, Malcolm. You've been a wonderful help.
I think you will find Evertree, and I hope that ends.
I certainly hope so as well.
In that case, I will make items. In the meantime,
I need to get ready for my date. Whew.
May I suggest Pollyannas?
Pollyannas.
Flowers.
Oh, yes.
Forest.
Yes, I will. Yes, flowers. Flowers is good. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Pollyannas.
On the other side of the room. Be able to smell her shop well.
I think I actually did smell a metric ton of flowers on my way here. So yes, I remember that well. Thank you so much, dear man.
Very well. Please.
I intend to do just that. Thank you. And I will leave and head to first head to the inn, and then I will head to Pollyanna's on the way back.
Okay. All right. So you head back to the inn.
Yes, and I will immediately I'll talk to what was his name, Finley, Finsky,
Finsky.
Finsky.
Finsky, Finsky. Like yes, hello. You're Finsky?
I was when you came in. I'm Finsky now.
Well, I didn't come in with everyone the first time.
I apologize. We did not get introduced. Like, and are you with another party then?
Yes, there was a large group that came in, a couple of half elves, a very large Asamar woman, a human, a shifter,
No. I remember
satyr.
them. I remember them. Yes, there are. Do you have booked room? Do you need a room as well?
I am actually just here momentarily. My daughter gave me access to her room, and I'll show him the key. And I'm just gonna take a bath and change and be out of your hair.
Well, that is wonderful. Do you have access to? I know I haven't seen much of anyone except for the two ladies come out and leave. So they should all still be up there. If you don't have a key, I'm sure.
My daughter gave me her key, so I'm
Can I see the key?
Yes, here.
Takes the key. Says I will have a tub brought up to the room.
Thank you so kindly.
Tub is 5 silver. And there are many other features that are offered along with the tub. Menu. You may look through the menu. Anything you wish added on. Bill services or payment is required after services rendered. We offer such as a warm. We offer such as personal bathers, laxing.
I will not need the bathers.
There's also libation and snacks.
Libations is probably a bad idea right now. I'm way too nervous for that. I would love some fruit though.
To take the edge off.
I trust me when I tell you. Listen. I'm meeting with a woman who I have not seen in 7 years. And I have been madly in love with her since I was 10 years old. It's the first time I've seen her in 7 years, and I need this to go well. I don't think the drinking is going to help. I appreciate what you're doing, but I don't think drinking beforehand is going to help me at all.
Well,
some tea, however. Tea would be great.
I will have tea.
Thank you.
And in all honesty, best of.
Thank you.
It is gonna.
Thank you.
And if you get a chance, come back. Tell the story. How you're.
Well, I'm a bard. I'll probably be telling everyone the story.
Very well. Have a good day. Or good night.
Thank you. I'm gonna take my things and head on up to the room.
So we're gonna go ahead and take the break. 10:30. So we're gonna take our break right now. It's gonna be a 10-minute break. We're gonna be back at 10:43, and when we get back, we're gonna do the drawing for the Tower of Terror. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. Well, actually, let's do this 10:48. We're gonna take 15 minutes because we never come back at 10. We're tired of lying to you. Taking 15.
Sorry.
We love you very much. All right. We'll be back.
Like, 15.
won't go very much later. Greatly. So Utopia and Camille are walking and taking in the sights. It is getting on to dusk now. The skies are getting darker. Shops begin to light up. Um, First thing you notice is that there are definitely like torches and lanterns being used to light places. But there's also shops that have like fluorescent, magically fluorescent lighting systems that do things like spell out the shop's name on the wall, or have interior lighting that is all like done up with like magical globes inside that are just hovering above the ground, just below the ceiling. So there is definitely a lot of magic utilized here. As you're walking along, you see that some businesses are actually opening today. You see a couple of different a couple of different bars are basically opening up. There you can see that the staff is bringing tables out and putting them basically out on the street in front of the bars, setting up tables and chairs and everything like that. You see people are not coming out, don't look like they're coming out so much as they're running around on business, but these people seem to be more like you two, out walking around, enjoying the evening, and concerned with what's going on. It is a very wonderful thing not have to worry and to not thinking about what's happening next, and just relax and enjoy the best you can. So Camille kind of is looking, still got her arm through your arm. She kind of just like, she leans into you a little heavy, and she says, "So, what are we gonna have? We have number one, no supervision. Number two, nothing is chasing us, kidnapping me, or trying to kill anyone." Stops and she kind of looks around. She's like, "Oh my god, am I boring?
What do you mean? No, that's
I mean, look
that's
at your life. You run around fighting monsters, and I, I'm a glorified maid."
no, you're not boring. You're just a normal person. I mean, my life wasn't fighting monsters until just a few months ago, and
No, yeah.
before that I was
up until then you were a princess. Yeah.
well, sure.
Think of it
Technically
bit,
a
baby.
lady. It's different. Princesses have it a lot worse. Castles and politics are terrifying.
So
I could
basically,
be
you had even more freedom with money.
well, I could never be out of anyone's sight, and I couldn't do anything that would reflect inappropriately on my family or anything, but I wasn't exactly being groomed to rule a country or something. That's terrifying. I couldn't do that.
She grins and shakes. I am.
Oh.
I know that your life. Kind of looks around, looks at everything. Like, but when I'm thinking of my life, wasn't. Differences. Back then, happened and I'm scared. I could do hide, run. Ayla wasn't exactly the best city. My entire family, we lived in a house worked hard. Sometimes it's all the hard work. Now the difference. Actually, there's number one. Now, kind of like pats your arm. Have amazing. Apparent. And I out time. I how to not just because of everything past is on. I can't do it. I can see a future. I think might be part of that. Then I can't be holding back. I'm gonna.
Well, I could train you in some basics. I was trained with swords, even though everybody knew I was going to get the hammer eventually. But if you want to start learning, I could start teaching you. I don't know as much about smaller blades and daggers and things. Like Val said, we'd have to talk to Drake about that probably. But you mentioned a crossbow. I could definitely get you one.
I mean, that's something that I picked out that that I can help out now. You know, it's. Oh, sorry, guys. I mean, it's basically if I can in any way, shape, or form help out with this, I'm going. I am not having to run into my mess. And thank you for not denying that. I mean, the opportunity you guys have. I had never left. Hey, I'd rarely ever left the ring. But all these amazing things we've gotten to do, all these amazing things we've gotten to be a part of. My grandmother never always dreamed. Now she asks. That's because I keep on saying there is absolutely never.
Well, but you don't have to. It's not a debt that you owe me. It's our responsibility to help.
It's not about debt. It's about letting you I understand. When you guys come to, I know I'm sick. Today, I want. That's
Well, I look forward to that day.
yeah. Let's just that deal.
Um, I mean, it's been hard to imagine any plans when I'm not sure when the next thing will explode or try to fight us or will you know, um, but um, I mean, I I I don't I don't know when would be appropriate to look forward to certain things. I've never gotten to be um in charge of anything like this of my own. I think I lost the letter, but technically I'm engaged and my father didn't
What?
even he didn't tell me. I came home and there was just a letter on my desk and he just had written, "Oh, by the way, you're engaged." Um whenever I would make friends, it would always be, "Okay, well, these like lady or duke or duchess so and so is coming from this place and you need to be friends with this child of theirs because whatever it would benefit him or the family. We were trying to recover our reputation. um I don't think I've ever um I, oh, this and she gestures to like the fact that their like arms are linked. I've never even done this with a person without there being permission given and some kind of negotiation between chaperones. And I mean, of course you would still have to be in view of the chaperones. You can't just go somewhere with another person. um so I'm not sure where what I'm supposed to be doing at this stage. There's no prior arrangements. There's no set expectation. Um so
Yeah, you see her
Yeah.
across the way.
like
She don't got a lot to say. Something about her.
So Camille, as you're saying all this, Camille's listening.
low-key horrified probably.
No, she's looking up at you. She's listening, and she kind of stops, and she kind of like kind of stops walking. Your arms come unlinked, and you turn around, and she looks at you. Thank you very much for the bit. And I'm sorry, can't plan life. It's that thing that happens while you're. Back to these things, making sure this not crashing again. There we go. We're back. It held. It held. So she's can't plan. Life is a thing that happens when sometimes I is the only one ever gonna get. Every that moment. But you steps in
43 episodes on the first day of Pride Month. We did it! We did it!
Sha la 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 la
Glad
mama.
that she made that move. I'm glad she made the move because Utopia was fully gonna be like, so do you want me to buy you a house? Or like, is that the stage we're at? I don't know what the stage is.
No, buying a house comes after the first kiss.
Okay, cool. We're gonna have to write
That's
that
true.
down.
I mean, lesbians move fast, but
Write that down, right there.
no, we're not quite there yet.
Don't follow that direction. Don't follow that direction. No.
You still got at
Oh,
least
I
like
couldn't see it. I
one
still
more
got to
stage
hear
before the house stage.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Or several more stages.
So-
Several more stages.
I think that
Yeah,
is a
kiss,
lovely,
house. They're like right next to
lovely,
each other.
lovely place to stop for the night.
We did it, ladies
Happy
and gentlemen.
Pride Month.
We did it.
Happy Pride Month,
everybody.
That's a way to kick off some pride.
So, everyone, I hope everyone had a good time tonight. It is a lot, trust me, and I loved every minute of it. And I cannot have the type of game, type of event like what we had last night, had tonight, without the amazing fucking people I played. Honestly, I made a TikTok about this just the other day. I do not come into any type of. I have these high concepts of what I want in a game. Like, I think one time I showed up at the game store and the only thing that was going through my mind is, what if someone got drunk and woke up married to a kobold? And I created a campaign out of that. And, it was just, that was it. And, people coming in, they start handing me characters and backstory. And I'm just like, okay, so it's gonna be a mystery thriller, and it's gonna be a whole, yeah. And I took their backgrounds and I fucking just started integrating everything together. And by the end of the night, I had a plot, I had everything set out, but it's because people bring their stories to this table and then work together, bring those stories together, and to tell it to you. So
Rule number 2, yes, and.
yes,
Yes, and.
Absolutely.
Rule number 1 is have fun.
Yes. Rule number 1. Well, there's another rule number. Rule number 1, session 0.
Yeah.
Know
Means
what
fair.
everyone's expectations are. Communicate those at the table, and you are so much happier. Even if you come up on a table and the session 0 goes off and you guys get that
Just say
table
my deal.
and you realize you don't want to be at that table, that is much better than trying to stick it out.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Always remember, no RPG is better than bad. So, in the meantime, as I was saying, these are the help together and provide the majority of this. The entire first year was almost completely based off of your backstory. I mean,
I've been suffering for months.
Oh, you enjoy it.
I ran.
Oh, of
She
course
walked
I
so
do.
we could run.
I ran a 7C campaign, a home game, back in the 2000s. It was the game that my wife and I got married during, and that game ran for 6 years. And for the entire first year of that campaign, it was my wife's backstory. And I tortured with this long ass story about her lost father and how he was kidnapped by a pirate crew, and that they made him wear this artifact mask that turned him into this berserker, and he was originally not architect, but a archaeologist.
Artificer.
No, he was originally an archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
Yeah, he got caught by them at a dig site,
Dang.
and he had uncovered the mask, and they knew already kind of what it did, and so they just slapped it on him because they didn't want to put it on any of their crew, and it turned him into this berserker. But she finally finds him, and they have this huge fight on the beach as they're trying to get away from the pirate crew, and the captain of the pirate crew has this magic weapon that can cut through anything, and her father knows this. He's been with the crew. So as they're trying to escape, this pirate captain is bearing down on them, and her dad puts on the fucking mask and charges him. Because the mask lets him survive grief. And he holds Reese off while his daughter and their compatriots get away. And the last thing they see is Reese and her dad fighting on the beach. As Reese cuts through the sword her dad's using, and right then a cannonball blast makes them both disappear.
Damn.
Ah! It's so good.
And that was that was the end of that
Dang.
thing. And so that was yeah. And then she still married me.
That's some trauma bonding.
That is some spicy flirting.
Spicy
That is.
flirting.
But yeah, if you guys want to support, it would them. If you want to find Milagros, I'm gonna put up her link chat. Every time I mention these guys and I start talking about their content and what they do, I always put in the exclamation point with their name, and that will bring up their information in chat. Anyone else can do this at any time as well, and you can find 18th, this baby. You can find their links and everything in this with this command. Go through and find and follow all their stuff. Milagros is of course here. What now?
All the time.
Wednesdays, Saturdays. Are you? What else are you doing? You're possibly doing the Monday thing, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna
I
be here
live
like
here.
4 freaking days a week.
I live here.
She lives here.
They
You
can't get rid
do-
of me.
Nope. We tried the eviction. It just it doesn't stick.
It doesn't take.
Didn't hold.
And then Sphinx, you want to tell everyone where you can be found?
It's sure. Yeah. I can be found on Tuesdays and Wednesdays right here with Dinner and a Game. On Tuesdays playing Emerald Sanctums, which is our World of Darkness open world Outcasts game, where I play Emrys Grant, who was the Order of Hermes mage. And then, of course, tonight, Wednesday nights, playing Kingdom of Mists, where I play, as you've seen, Valentine O'Call. And holy hell, tonight was fantastic, and I can't wait for next week. On Fridays, you can find me with Alex Baum's channel. We're unfortunately not going to be able to do it this week due to some scheduling conflicts, but we usually play Initiatives and Entry, where I play Badru Kumar, who is a Asimar bard and cleric. But on the Fridays that we're not doing that, you can find me with ADH Adventures, running my own campaign, Agents of the Circle, which is a 5e Eberron homebrew, where the cast are a bunch of dislocated. Kind of dislocated. They are displaced agents who happen to be currently in the middle of a heist, and that's going swimmingly in all of the most hilarious ways possible. On Saturdays, alternating Saturdays, you can find me also with ADH Adventures, playing Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel Jahari and Asamar Necromancer, and on the alternating Saturday playing Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Xanathrus Aliraced, who is an Eladrin paladin with a very dark history and past, dark and tragic, who's just trying to get through it and make amends for that kind of thing. You can also find Agents of the Circle as a podcast. We're getting ready to finish off our 4th season, and it's really weird to believe that we've been doing this for 4 years. But if you've only ever seen the streams and you want to know more about this ridiculous cast of agents, get yourselves to wherever you get your podcasts and check it out, and you get the full story of how they came to be, rookies to now stealing a person from a building. That's where you can find it.
Isn't that just kidnapping?
It's not when you plan a whole heist around it.
Kidnapping with extra steps.
It's kidnapping with extra steps.
Same brain.
Same brain cells. Shit.
Yeah.
We're real good at sharing brain
Can't
cells
hear you,
in this
Ray.
group.
It's okay. I'm working at the coffee
Forgot
place
I'm
tomorrow.
muted.
You're gonna have the brain cell tomorrow.
Gotcha. Rob, where can folks find you?
Oh, you can find me on here on Wednesdays. You can find me on usually every other Friday on the lab, and which is also on Twitch, and then on TikTok where I make stuff.
Done.
Yeah.
Like that badass piece of armor he showed.
Yes.
Not think that Rob does not put a lot of work in. I have seen that, and it is amazing.
I will fight anyone who says otherwise.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing best fit. Badass.
Yes.
Cassie.
Hi, I'm here. Where else do I exist? I have a Twitter that I post in about once a month. I have an Instagram that I post in less frequency. I'm maybe getting back to TikTok. I don't know. Eventually. And I play on ADH Adventures also on Tuesdays, where you can see Sadness Cleric, the other half of Derpy Druid.
Druid. Liz, where can we find you?
Sorry, I got distracted and screwed up my own art.
Oh,
Oh,
No
fine,
such
I
thing.
hate
fine.
when that happens.
No
It's
such
fine. I
thing as
missed a
screw up.
stitch.
okay.
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at some variation of Missless or Missless2, depending on what was already taken, which was also probably by me, and I forgot the account, so I just made a new one.
Mood.
Very fair.
Legit.
Obviously, you can find me here on Wednesdays playing the Swift Stride Shifter Barbarian Lex, and then you can find me back here on Saturday mornings playing Brona Campbell, the Banshee, in our Monster Hearts game. And I'm so excited that we have game this week because I want to know whose body dropped in the library.
Yep.
Right? Why are
Bodies,
there so many bodies hitting the
drop
floor?
around us.
Bodies drop in that game.
Bodies keep hitting the
Hold
I
on.
floor.
mean, Mihai considers
That's
it
it.
a compliment.
Hey.
Hold on a minute. No, is
Big
it
fan of
bodies?
that
Let the bodies at the floor level, or is it's raining men level?
No, it's
Still
bodies
more
at the floor
bodies at the
level.
floor right now. We
Yep.
have not
Gotcha.
hit like multiple bodies at the same time yet.
Yep.
Then again, those songs are what? About the same event but different perspectives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
That's
of different
fair.
perspectives, Sam, where can folks find you?
Oh, that is an excellent question. So, tomorrow, you guys can find me over at our friend Turn to Page 394's channel as we continue the Star Wars 5e game run by the wife. On Wednesdays, you guys can always find me here playing Drake, who will probably never, ever, ever find his way into romance as long as he lives, more than likely.
And it
That
almost seems
just
like you're
makes it more
challenging me.
fun.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a challenge.
Yep.
And
Challenge
then
accepted.
Tuesdays, you guys can catch me also with Cassie over on ADH Adventures as I play the role I normally do not get to play, the caster, as I play a young Phoenix sorcerer steadily and hopefully trying to currently save his hometown from absolute disaster.
From your mom.
Yeah, that too.
That
too.
is true.
Literally.
That is actually
Literally.
true. That is not even a joke, ladies and gentlemen, and
It's
others.
not.
That is not even a joke.
So we forgot to do the drawing when we came off a break, so
Oh,
let's
dang.
do it right
no.
now.
Yeah, 'cause you're too busy
Random
being
number
gay.
generator is gonna hit it, and it is that number. Yes.
What?
Guess who won?
Tell me it's Admiral. Tell me
is
it's
it-
Oh,
Admiral.
me, it's Redbeard.
Admiral Redbeard is
Nice.
our winner. It is fate.
Was he
It is
paying
karma.
attention?
It is
Oh, wow.
everything in wrapped up into
Alas.
one. Admiral Redbeard is our winner.
And you
And-
think he went to sleep?
I think he
He
did.
might have fallen asleep.
Oh no.
We don't tell him. How about this? We don't tell him.
We don't
Yeah.
tell him.
And it just
We
shows
send
up.
it to him, and it
Just
just
shows up
shows up.
eventually.
We don't tell him.
Oh, that's
I like it.
He likes
Oh.
to do that with things for me, so.
Vengeance
Karma.
is hers. So, man, Admiral Redbeard, when you come back and watch this, earned the shit out of that. And so we're going to go ahead and now we're going to take this chaos and we're going to deliver it unto someone else. If you guys don't mind, I would really enjoy going over and rating ADH Adventures tonight and showing them some love. Make sure when you guys get there, if you have not followed ADH Adventures, give them a follow. They produce amazing content. I've stolen several people from them from film shows, as you can tell, because they are amazing and thereby ADH. Well, so give them some love. Tell them Dinner and a Game sent you. Make some noise when you get into the raid, and also be sure that you guys take care of yourself. Social distance if you have to go outside. Wear a mask when you can. Fuck with anyone. Surges are now part of our life, the way we live, but you can still be safe as possible, vaccinated, and do your best to be careful so that you don't get basically come and enjoy the show week after week and get more raffle tickets. Let's raffle. And we will see you guys on Friday for the next episode of our Firefly campaign, Crossing the Veil, where we are going to see how exactly our group of intrepid heroes survive the Battle of Serene Valley. Because that's where we started. That was our first episode started in the middle of the shelling Battle of Serene Valley. So,
Nice.
Good old danger close.
yes. And so that's going to be happening on Friday night and then Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Up bright and early for the Breakfast Club, which is our Monster Hearts 2 campaign, where you can see spicy content early in the morning. Wake up with while you have your coffee, so you can spit coffee all over your monitor as you say, "What the fuck did they just say?" So,
Did they
Yeah.
just say what I think they just said?
did they
The
Usually,
just-
answer
yes.
is always yes. Always.
Friday is for
Always.
trauma. Friday is for trauma. Every day.
Hamster
is
and
for
a
trauma.
banana.
Hamster and a banana.
Hamster and a banana.
And
Well
Sam's
then.
down, Sam's
God
down.
damn it! I forgot about that one.
That should be another
Spicy
T-shirt.
content, ladies and gentlemen.
Hamster and a
Spicy.
banana.
Hamster and a banana.
Woo!
Okay, so remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table. That table sometimes serves spicy food. You've been warned. We love you all. We will see you guys Friday night, Saturday morning, and every other time you make it. Love you. Safe.